everybody.
Hello, chat.
Welcome back to Dark Sun. We're going to be playing Dark Sun today using the Dungeon World rules. The last time you saw me, I was hawking some wares, somebody else's wares, the Realms of Rothane Kickstarter. So I just want to start today, and I'm hoping that it's already on your mind, but if it's not on your mind, put it on your mind. I would appreciate it if you would back Wes Otis's Kickstarter. It's called Realms of Rothane. If you go to www.kickstarter.com, there's a search bar, and then use your cool little fingies, and use your fingies to type in Rothane, Rothaen, and then back that Kickstarter because it's Wes, and Wes is great, and he's got a stream where they do Call of Cthulhu, Black Bag, and he's doing this thing as well, this Kickstarter. So I'm sure there's a link in the chat as well because our producer is smarter than me. But also use those little fingies. So yeah, that's kind of the business. We have a guest player this week with us, which is exciting. Coming back to Dark Sun, Stephen Pope. Stephen, say hello to the fine people.
Hey everyone, glad to be back. That camera, apparently.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi,
everyone. Glad to be back.
Tell them who you're playing.
I am reprising my character of Aodhan Rustiron. It's gonna hurt a lot. Should be fun.
Yeah, it's unusual for your character to not be in pain, physically and emotionally.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I missed about having Stephen around is
Just someone who's always in pain.
just somebody who it's a tough row to hoe for this guy. I'll tell you.
The fact I get out of bed every day is an accomplishment.
It is. It's an accomplishment and perhaps a mistake.
Yeah.
But
No, it's undoubtedly a mistake.
undoubtedly it's a mistake.
No question.
So he's our fire cleric. So the party is going to get to see how fire clerics in Dark Sun work.
Passive aggressively, usually.
Passive aggressive. Well, actually, super aggressively at times.
Yes.
Which is nice and fun. So that's Stephen Pope. So you're welcome, people. I got him back for you.
Yay!
I'm high demand, you know.
Return to the Pope.
Yep.
I don't leave my trailer for less than 10,000.
Yeah, Return of the Pope is such a great sequel. It's a really good movie. Arguably, it's one of those rare sequels that's better than the first. Because the first gets into a lot of the biblical mythology and it's very dry, and then Return of the Pope is just the Pope no longer fucking around and just smoking fools. So that's why I like Return
What
of the
about
Pope.
the Diocese Strikes Back? What do you think of that one?
You know what? There were too many cute little animals.
Catholic jokes.
Yeah, so...
We're missing someone.
Yeah, we're missing somebody Kelsey Kelsom is on her way. Kelsey Osbourne is on her way.
That's her Twitter handle.
Kelsey
Kelsom.
Kelsey's on her way. She was just finishing up a shoot, which Jordan was also on.
Yeah, it's a terrible excuse because I was there also, and she left first.
Yeah, because you were directing.
Is that why
it,
you got the whole certain type?
No, I always wear that to this.
Yeah, Jordan's always dressed very nicely.
I just dressed nicely for my Dungeons and Dragons stream, or my Dark Sun stream.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, it was a little strange. I was DPing. And sort of helping.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Kelsey's just downstairs, so you'll get to see her in a minute, chat.
Right.
Woo! Thank you, producer Sax.
I'm trying to order Postmates, and I've put all this stuff in my cart.
Let's talk about Postmates, because that's why people tuned in.
Yeah, they are not a sponsor nor a partner.
Give us like an extra inch. Give me an extra inch, baby.
Oh yeah. Right up top.
I saw that look, Stephen.
I'm just saying, last time someone said that to me, we didn't go on a second date.
See, that's weird. Somebody that says that to you, that sounds like a person who's really into it. But then again, I'm a terrible judge of character. So what do I know about anything?
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, but I just added like 3 things to my cart, and I can't find out how to.
So you're using.
So you just have to keep adding stuff to your cart. I'm just kidding. I think.
Don't you hit the little button at the bottom that says checkout?
Yeah, usually these apps have a checkout button. Okay, so we are officially off the rails already in the first 5
New
minutes
record.
of the show.
It's almost not even a tangent because we never started going in the right direction.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's on me.
I did. I Winter fries.
So the world of Dark Sun
wine.
is
Add to cart.
fraught with peril,
Okay.
sorcerer kings,
I
anti-heroes, and
There's other things you can do too.
Jordan, I promise you, I will bring food to you at Senior Ditch Day.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. Because I feel bad for people that don't
eat.
have food and don't eat, and that is why I donate to charity. Does that make me a good person? No, it doesn't solve all the other things about me. But it's,
You're like, no. I do it to try and even out the.
I'm just trying to
the
get back to
anonymous
zero.
murders.
Yeah,
I mean, look, we're all going to hell. You just want the window seat.
yeah. I would actually listen. I'm into purgatory. If I can make purgatory.
Oh, I forgot you
that's
actually are
sweet.
Catholic.
Yeah. So if I can make purgatory, that would be a real big win in my book. And honestly, for purgatory, I think that'd be a good gift for them.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's real, in the middle.
it's right in the middle, exactly. Because I mean, I would not be a good gift for heaven. Heaven would be like, no.
They're like, we're
We're
full
fine.
up.
Yeah, we're this weird extra dimensional plane which doesn't have any like space or time. We are full. There is no more room for you. Yeah. So anyway, Dark Sun is wonderful. It's amazing. Imagine pairing up Dungeons and Dragons with Mad Max, because that's what we do. It's a hellscape. It's a terrifying, awful world where there's very, very few good people in it. It's basically just the worst. So that's why we play there, because it's the worst. Yeah. So here's Kelsey, our fourth player.
Kelsey, put your mic on, turn it on, and put a battery in it.
I already put a battery in it for her.
Those are
do
very
the first
clear
one then.
instructions.
No problem.
Okay, so today we're going to explore a little bit more about what's been going on in and around the legendary free city of Tyr. As some of you who have been keeping up know, the legendary free city of Tyr was not always quite so legendary or free. At one point, it was just the city of Tyr, and it was headed up by an authoritarian. Okay, let me rephrase. It was headed up by a sorcerer king who was much more cruel than the current sorcerer king. The current sorcerer king is also still very clearly authoritarian, but doesn't seem to be cruel towards his subjects. I mean, generally there's a lot of propaganda around the city. That's a running theme in the legendary free city of Tyr, is you see a lot of propaganda talking about how great the sorcerer king is, but it's basically true. Because the education system is good, people are fed. It's just everything is surprisingly good. Compared to every other city in the world, this is a real nice place to live. That being said, the party is starting to consider that there may be either ulterior motives or something going on behind this beautiful veneer.
Wait, we're just starting?
Just barely
Well,
beginning to have
my character
suspicions.
especially knows for 100% sure that if somebody seems like they're treating everybody well, then that's 100% true.
Right, yeah. You don't have any experiences in your backstory that would make you think.
that I can think of off the top of my head. No.
Yeah.
I've always been on the Sorcerer King side, so.
Yeah, so your character is it's almost the most difficult for you to accept that the Sorcerer King could be.
How could authority be bad?
Right. Says the anarchist. So, so unfortunately, once again, the party is in the difficult situation of having to reconcile this very strong gut feeling of something is very deeply wrong with Yenin and the city, and then reconciling it with some of the facts that are in front of them. The most recent one being, so you guys came back from working with Hockey, Stone Scan, Stone Scan, Hockey, Stone Scan, the lawman of Tyr.
Hockey, huh?
Hockey. So and you worked with Hockey, and Hockey was able to bring a ghost to justice because
He arrested that ghost.
yeah, he arrested that ghost.
Along with every zombie we ran into.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, the important thing is life and death does not make a person not arrestable. I think that's pretty clear.
There's anything we learned from hockey that's the case.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the law definitely transcends
Right.
life and death.
Right.
These are important things to know.
Right. They're
So
good
luckily-
distinctions.
Luckily, the party was able to arrest/kill the ghost of the great champion of Tyr. Great champion of Rajat, Dregoth, who was in the process of gaining power and going back to his full strength. This bloodlight clamato is very tasty.
You said bloodlight again.
I did. That's because I decided to. I mispronounced Bud Light before we were on air, and I said Blood Light. And because I am so sure, because I'm a white guy and I'm so sure that I'm always correct about everything, when I say it, I'm like, oh, no, that's what it is now. That must be what it is. 'Cause
Why would I have said it if it was wrong?
I don't say wrong things. So, yeah, I meant to say Blood Light, and that's what it is.
And that's what it's called now.
Yeah.
Blah.
All right.
Blood Light.
Blah.
Clamato.
It is,
Chlamydia.
fall, so we can start talking Halloween style, right?
Yeah, it's
What do you call that? Halloween style?
Halloween style.
Halloween
That's what
style.
everybody calls it, right? It's Halloween style. It's not just me.
Let's happen it.
Nope.
There's no way that's just me.
Yeah, no. Whenever somebody does a Dracula accent, I'm like, that's a really good Halloween style voice.
Yeah. Exactly. Shawn gets it.
Yeah. I've honestly told people that I think that Bela Lugosi does the best Halloween style voice.
Have you guys ever been to those like Halloween style restaurants?
Oh yeah, I like them. I like them.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Everybody can sit down in their costume and eat Halloween style.
With the nice
One
Halloween
big
style
haunted
music.
table. Yeah.
They bring out grapes that have been peeled and they're
In
like,
big-
all right, put your hands in.
And
Yeah.
spaghetti spaghetti without sauce.
Oh no.
This is so scary.
This Halloween style's too scary.
We throw the best parties. by the way.
So come to our
same
Halloween style
throw.
party.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll do a Dark Sun Halloween
Dark
style.
Sun Halloween
It's not a
style.
Halloween party. Don't get confused.
No,
a
it's Halloween style.
Style.
Yeah.
That's an important distinction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so unfortunately the party is trying to confront these two opposing views, which unfortunately once again you're confronted with the truth that the legendary free city of Tyr is under attack. There are actually now once again armies marching on Tyr, and it is unclear from where. But they don't hold a banner or anything like that. But there is there's a foul-looking army that has been camped outside of Tyr's gates for about a week, and they've been skirmishing. It looks like they're preparing for a siege on the city, and this is known to everyone. And Yenin has been talking about how the explosion over a month ago was just the precursor to this invasion. So there is actually an army that's attacking Tyr. So that's true.
Right. I didn't do the army, everybody.
Right. It's one of those things where people in the city there may have been reason to suspect that there was some sort of internal attack when the statues were blown up, but then this is clearly proof
You
that
blew
that's
up
not
statues?
what happened.
I mean,
That's to be
are
determined.
we like? Am I under oath?
All of the statues, they actually, so the season 2 cast of characters also had statues built for them by Yenin because of their heroic deeds. Unfortunately, those statues were blown up. And Yenin, immediately after the attack, came on the city's magical loudspeakers, announcing to the city that once again the legendary free city of Tyr is under attack by those who wish to do freedom harm.
See, here's where you fucked up.
Gives me the heebie-jeebies
You could have destroyed
so
anything in
much.
this town. You went for the statues.
The statues are what annoyed me the most.
Do not
Statues were
fuck.
a symbol.
Do not
Right.
fuck with Yenin's statue work. Okay, his statuary.
He's
likes
very
his-
particular about his
very
art.
important.
Yeah, so Yenin announced to the city that once again the legendary free city of Tyr has been hated for a long time because of its freedoms that it gives its citizens, and that's why everyone hates Tyr so much. And I just see Jordan.
It's just so gross.
Just see Jordan getting steadily more and more upset, which is why I love this so much. And that's really the reason why the city is under attack. And this incoming army, now that all of the citizens see this army camping out, preparing to siege the city once again, and people in the city have been through a siege before, so this isn't new, but it's still, you don't get used to the idea of having to ration your food and, hole up inside of your house, and it's not good. People don't enjoy being under siege. Unless it's an amazing movie. Because everyone enjoys that.
Or unless you're under siege Halloween style.
Yeah.
Which is just super spooky.
It's just
Spooky.
On the siege.
Ration your grapes and spaghetti.
one undead.
So, unfortunately, the city is actually being attacked. And the city... unfortunately, because of all of the things that the Sorcerer King has been dealing with between internal strife and now having to defend more than just the city, most Sorcerer Kings have their city, and that's it. Yenin has been expanding the borders and the reach of the legendary free city of Tyr. Silver Springs and other associated outposts are now protected by the legendary free city of Tyr, which is nice for those cities. But that means that the army is not all just in one place, which makes it harder. Plus, as you know, there have been just a ton of Thorcrane attacks that have been happening for months and months. So the army has been weakened by all of that. And at this point, it is... The civilians aren't really worried about it, but you guys know that the city won't be able to survive this attack. It's just not going to happen, and so probably this is the end of the legendary free city of Tyr, and whichever Sorcerer King it is that's controlling this army will be your new leader.
Unless it's a false flag attack put forth by Yen.
Right. You find yourselves in the tavern, and Yenin is meeting with you, so that's just all kind of the backstory to this. But go ahead, Scott, you have something.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to throw out that... since we've had some idle time and I've been funding the subversive artists, I want them to, as the siege begins, I'm thinking that, one of them collected all of the rubble from the statues and rebuilt them, but they're all, profanely posed. So,
It
Luck
looks
is
sort
being
of
my
monstrous
statue.
and grotesque.
They look real weird.
they look real, but it's like a comment on the structure.
No one gets that comment.
They just look bad.
They just
It's
look
kind of gross.
Yeah.
So I guess the one thing I would say is if we are meeting with Yenin, I have to imagine I've at least gotten some sort of assurance of...
Yes, Yenin actually, so you know what, let's, let me give you a little reassurance on that. So this meeting actually was set up by some Templars that met with you before, and the Templars actually, don't mention the bombing specifically. They just say all of you are very important to Yenin, and none of you Yenin sees as a threat currently. I know that there's been
that's a little offensive.
there's been some concerns in the past about whether or not some of you are fully on board with Yenin, and I realize probably most of you aren't. But just know that Yenin really needs help right now, and will take that help from wherever he can get it. The city is in a very difficult position right now, and even those that might consider themselves enemies of Yenin are people that he will work with. If you're willing to meet with Yenin, and you don't have to, he would appreciate it. It would mean a lot to him.
All right. I mean, I'm willing to meet with him, but I would like to set up contingency plans.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the
How do you do that?
Well, I basically want to rig up the tavern so that if I really
was
wanted
waiting
to,
for that.
Yeah, of
I
course.
could blow it up.
I've missed this game.
Okay. So you spend. The Sorcerer King tells you, he's looking to meet as soon as possible. So, tomorrow. So you spend all night feverishly crafting explosives and placing them all throughout the inn, so that the inn, if you chose to do so, the inn would spectacularly explode, killing everyone inside.
I very much don't want to do this.
Right.
That would not be the plan, but
Don't get me wrong.
yeah, that would not be the plan. But
He
then
says
again,
popping a little bit of a boner.
the entire time you see him and he is grinning ear to ear.
oh yeah.
He's like,
am
I hate
fast."
blowing things up. I absolutely cannot
The
stand
last
it.
thing I want to
killing people
do
in
is
explosions.
kill everyone.
No, I don't want to kill everybody in explosions. Like you guys misunderstand me if you
Gideon's
think I
not
want to kill everybody.
murderous.
I just
He's
like
just destructive.
explosions.
Yeah, we get it.
I like taking down systems, not people.
Right.
Sometimes those
Despite the fact that
systems
those
have
systems
people.
are
nice-
made of people.
As a
Yeah.
nice
Need to be
church-owning
taken
man,
down.
I'm a little uncomfortable around this.
Well, speaking of the church-owning man, when Yenin actually shows up to the inn to meet with you, and Yenin, at this point, Yenin doesn't even travel with a complement of guards. Yenin just kind of walks around when he is out in the city, which isn't all that often, but when he does go out, he just walks on his own. People have asked him, people in the city have asked him, why, and he says that it's more important because he doesn't want to filter between him and the people. He wants to hear people's true thoughts, and he wants to actually know what's going on. And if he has a whole bunch of guards around him, then he's not gonna get the real truth, and he wants that from his people. I can see the eyes rolling.
And he's not making a complement of guards invisible.
There are no guards around him.
Or some
we can
sick
perceive.
Orwellian style mind reading thing going on.
Yeah.
What do I care? Apparently, it's lackey.
Well, you're actually not Yenin's lackey.
Ooh, good job.
So you were
the
Congrats.
whole
requested-
rest of season 1 seems to now be Yenin lackeys in some sense.
Yeah, it was. I mean, through season 1, it was very
I tried to
difficult.
stop season 1 from happening, okay?
Yeah, everyone in season 1 really disagreed with Yenin doing a lot of the things he did, and they expressed that by saying, and so that was pretty much it.
Well, at least last week, Hockey was kind of like, by working with us, was kind of like he's sick of like the boring world.
He got a
had been
little
thrown into.
redemption.
Yeah, it's been
You
difficult.
leave Hockey alone. Him and his wife are doing fine.
We'll see. Because he will be back. That's why. That was not supposed to be sinister, is it?
You kill her.
We'll see. I
Yeah,
might
that's-
kill her.
Don't you dare throw Hockey's wife in the
Yeah,
fridge.
because I'm
Donate money now to stop him from doing that.
Yeah, because I'm the biggest fan of the narrative device of killing a woman to make a man more interesting. Which
Classic.
is classic narrative device.
I love being a plot device.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I can't.
So,
I can't
anyway.
even keep this bit going.
No.
But you were
Female
brought
privilege. Men never get to die to be plot devices.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's-
Gay men
sorry.
die all the time to
true.
inspire their straight friends.
And Simba's dad.
And Simba's dad.
Simba's dad.
Yeah.
Dads are
Dads.
also at risk.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically,
Donate now to save a dad.
so you are also
generous.
you have also been you've also been invited to this meeting. You have been a big recipient of the resources and funds from the legendary Free City of Tyr because you're the one church in the city. There really aren't any more water
what happened.
clerics, earth clerics, or wind air clerics remaining. It's just really fire clerics
No.
is the primary church in the in the city. So unfortunately, the other religions, the other elements have kind of died out. They still exist, but they really practice underneath your fold. inside of your church, and being the good person that you are, you've allowed them to continue, working with the elements in their way, as long as it doesn't directly conflict with with the structure of the fire elemental.
It's good that
practice.
Oswald's not here,
Yeah.
because fire,
divine magic.
That's like a little too magic. Water magic is fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
nature.
water is science.
I mean, that's
Right.
science.
Well,
That's right.
Right.
Also, like, how does water operate under fire?
We don't
At
talk
all?
about that.
It's steam powered.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, the fire burns the water
Right.
into air.
Yeah.
It's all one big happy dance.
And it all happens on the earth.
Nailed it.
Put it all together.
Yep. Wrap it in a bow. It's
So,
Don't bring up water magic to Aodhan. He gets really weird.
yeah, water clerics tend to be much better at healing than fire clerics. I shouldn't say tend to be,
Aw.
are almost categorically better at healing than fire clerics.
You bitch.
Just giving people an insight into how the world works.
We'll just scald the infection away.
Let's cauterize this. It's just a scratch.
It fucking worked.
Well, you should know that our group is very poultice-based in
Yes.
our healings.
Well, so you see, so Yenin comes in, and shortly thereafter, just a minute after, you see Aodhan come in. And Aodhan is new to you. You have never met Aodhan before.
You see
So-
a half-elf who's mostly on fire.
Okay.
Right.
Naturally.
Pretty normal.
Is it a good plan to bring someone who's mostly on fire
Dude,
into
a
weird.
heavily explosive
I don't know.
trap.
You tell me.
Whatever. I light a cigar on Aodhan. It's like, hey, if you don't mind, actually, and I just like pull out a cigar and light it. All right.
Where'd you even get that?
Oh, I carry it with me.
Yeah, he rolls his own cigars.
Yeah.
Did you just have that for a bit?
I always have cigars. I open it. I open up my jacket a bit, and you see that there's like a bunch of cigars lined up next to what appears to just be like vials and like cases of
Plastic explosives.
powder and
What's that?
Huh? They're cigars. They're
Under
great. Here, you want one? I toss him a cigar.
Thank you.
Maybe for later.
I don't
So-
smoke cigars.
I thought you were gonna say
Hey, maybe you
don't
should
smoke.
start. They're hard to
be like,
find
yeah,
in
you
these in this culture.
It's hard to grow. People don't, it's hard enough to grow regular food, much less the luxurious crop of tobacco.
I always assumed they were just tumbleweed based.
Well, I think that they're heavily cut with
lot of
non-tobacco based foliage. Yeah,
With poultices.
with
A
poultice.
Yeah,
little bit
mostly
of poultice to
poultices.
keep it all together. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the nice thing about.
Well, I mean, it's one of the options, which is
smoke it.
smoke it.
Right.
What is it?
Smoke it.
Smoke it.
Eat it.
Eat
Smoke
it.
it, eat it, stuff it in your
cuts.
cuts.
Okay.
So I smoke it.
Right.
Yeah, you smoke it, but you
It-
could eat it or stuff it in your cats.
Everything is still consistent,
Yeah.
is what we're trying to
Yeah.
say.
Nothing has
We
changed.
build a really concrete world here on
That's what we
Saving
pride
Social.
ourselves on.
Yeah, it's amazing how much canon has been created that does not matter.
What I think is great because I
You know-
go through most of the time and I like watch and like see what the chat has been saying through stuff. And I like how many things that we're like, nope, this is a great joke, and chat's like, we don't give a shit about that joke.
I mean, that's
Because they have like a better sense of what's actually funny because they're not us.
They're not.
jerking themselves
We
off.
find ourselves.
They're not a little bit
hilarious.
There's no alcohol in their system.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
part of the
That,
problem,
that's
too.
really what it is.
Yeah, so
Hi, Mom. Day drinking.
oh yeah, technically.
It's noon.
I would say
is
noon
the day.
yeah, but you can start drinking it. I would say 10:45
Noon on a
What?
Saturday.
Oh, 10
like,
a.m. is acceptable
Okay.
if there's football.
if there's football.
Oh,
but college football. So yeah, it's okay today.
Also,
If there's
people
football,
drink
because then you're like,
during
oh,
brunch
gotta
all the
watch
time.
football, better drink.
I like football. I don't understand.
I've been playing fantasy
Also,
football, and
mimosas
I'm
and
actually
Bloody
loving it.
Marys. Those are breakfast drinks.
Yeah, Clamato breakfast drink.
That's a
There you
breakfast
go.
beer.
Breakfast beer.
Breakfast beer.
So
Hi, my name's Steven. I'm an alcoholic.
Aodhan comes in and sits down, and Yenin begins. This is my good friend Aodhan.
Oh, I love this accent.
He will be helping you today. Unfortunately, the city is in trouble. We are short of forces. The legendary free city of Tyr will be no more.
Look, Gideon, let's just get this out of the way right off the beginning. If these forces are secretly your guys you've put together to increase your power, just let us know. I don't want to eventually find out that we've been working against a false flag operation here.
Young man, what is your name?
I know about the explosion.
Miles.
You, Gideon.
All right.
Gideon.
Gideon is literally right there.
Miles, huh?
Miles long.
I know about the explosion. I still, I can't kill you right now. You're too helpful. End of sentence.
So, I mean, what can we? How is there a way for us to get on up in here and help save Tyr?
I can bless them with fire.
The old sorcerer king. The old sorcerer king has a dungeon. There are very many powerful bad people, but who will fight for me if you can free them. I do not have the ability to free them. There's traps and guards and weird magic.
You told me you destroyed the dungeon.
Yeah. Destroyed, locked off. The same
Destroying
thing.
the entrance.
Destroyed conceptually the idea of entering.
That. Cake Nectar.
Yenin, you, I assume, are aware of my gift.
It may exist.
You understand that the way allows me to view what's going to happen.
I'm not a follower of the way.
I understand that, but unequivocally you must admit that I have the ability to perceive.
You can see some
events.
things. You can see some things, yes.
Yenin, the way has told me that there's more going on than you're telling us. And your attempts to keep us out of the loop are what are going to cause your downfall.
Make me a parlay.
And I am using my Doomsayer ability.
You can always use prophecies of imitation. Oh, okay. That I see why you did that now.
Oops.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Not a good start.
Okay, 6.
Probably 8.
I was really hoping for Snake Eyes.
Let's see,
just
roll plus
off the-
charisma?
right out the gate.
Okay, so
Oh, you don't
so
need
6.
So 6.
Oh, no.
I'm not very
bracelet.
charismatic,
Oh, thank you.
as a blind hermit would not be.
My
Makes
friend
sense.
is selling it, so I wore it on set today, and I'm excited to wear it on stream. So
Well, nice try.
So Yenin says, this will not be my downfall. My downfall will come from someone being more powerful than me. It will not come from information or lack of information or even communication with citizens. This I am good at.
no matter how many scandals, huh?
No matter how many scandals. They call me the Teflon Sorcerer King.
Note to self: spread Yenin sex scandals. Yenin pork statue.
However, point taken.
Aim for
I
the
have not.
murals, they're more sensitive.
I have not been as clear with you as I should be. So, I would like to use these ancient prisoners, not all ancient, some more recent, but some ancient, very powerful, to bolster my army, to make me more powerful so that I may protect the legendary free city of Tyr. The city will die without them. And yes, that will make me more powerful. I will have a stronger army than I had before. If you do not, to be honest, I will run. I will leave the city.
Gideon's so
Well-
conflicted.
This is tough.
It's like, oh.
Because it's not really the option of a free city or a city owned by a sorcerer king. It's either this other sorcerer king or this sorcerer king.
God, everything is just so real right now. It's all so real.
Too soon.
So go ahead. So actually, the you know what? Why don't we'll part the veil a little bit. So you recognize it's not the Sorcerer King that captured you, but there's a Sorcerer King that has allied with that one in the past, named Lalali Poi, who is you can just sense this force. You know it's not, like I said, you know it's not that Sorcerer King, but you can sense this force being aided by the old Sorcerer King, and you know that Lalali Poi has that connection, that alliance. So these are the forces that are attacking the legendary free city of Tyr, and you also know that Lalali Poi is. All the Sorcerer Kings are bad, but this Sorcerer King in particular is known for being very cruel and just does not accept the idea that anyone is equal to her. She is just better, period. So if somebody even like broaches the concept that, you know, oh, you can't attack this other Sorcerer King, like
She's like, well then
no,
I gotta.
right, yeah. And also just the idea that things aren't perfect all the time in her city. Like, she believes that she has also created a city much like the legendary free city of Tyr, but the reality is very different than the reality here in this city. People are starving. Sacrifices are constantly made to upkeep her power, literal human sacrifices to upkeep her power. So, yeah, it's a problem. And so that's who is attacking the city.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but you have Yenin, who, you know, has been keeping a secret dungeon for a while that he has not been able to draw from yet, and wants to draw these forces out of that dungeon to be able to fight back against this other supposed greater evil.
Well,
See, I feel like we may be more simpatico than maybe initially seemed obvious, right?
Stephen was constantly on guard with Yenin's. In season 1, Stephen was always worried about Yenin.
My one thing was keeping Yenin from becoming Yenin. And I failed.
oh.
And now I'm on fire and I don't have eyeballs.
Yeah, but
So it worked
yeah,
out
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, key thing, he has burning sockets.
It got bad enough now everything's on fire.
no, you guys are
So
kinda
yeah, we're kind of
simpatico.
simpatico.
Yeah. Wait, you're
can
blind
see.
too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I can.
that's true. Yeah, I guess you both have.
Well,
have
hey,
that
you know what? We
weird
still have the
supernatural
magical ice cream scoop. I still have it.
Yeah,
so.
basically they use the equivalent of a magical ice cream scoop to take out his eyes.
Yep.
Classic.
Because there was a disease burning inside him.
Don't forget, I also have a goose monster living inside me.
Yeah, reminder for chat, when we get to our first combat encounter, we can always take donations. We have actually a donation from Matt510, who
Matt?
this was from last week actually, but still clap.
No, still awesome.
Still awesome.
Yeah, that we still have yet to use, so we're going to use today. And if Matt510 would like to direct us in how to use that, we could certainly use it, because last week it was for Spidey Senses, but we ran out of time. And so you can use it for Secret of the Ooze for Steven, or Southern Comfort, or Ego Whip, I believe, and Da Bomb.
Da Bomb.
So any of those.
Which is probably my favorite one.
Yeah, Da Bomb
Yeah,
is
Da
great.
Bomb. It's a fun one.
Also, Zanar was nice enough to buff the bads. So you guys have, at some point today, you have a challenging encounter in front of you. So just remember, guys, that you can donate specifically for each person with their individual little cool quirks, as well as donating for rerolls, or donate to me for extra awesomeness. Anyway.
Awesomeness, the right word.
Awesomeness is the perfect word. People are constantly in awe of me. I say things and people's jaws drop.
Ah.
So to me, that means awesome.
No other interpretation.
the
Nothing
only
else
thing-
could be going on.
Nope. People are like, wow, that's really awesome.
Steven, would you hand me a pencil, please?
Happily.
I will hand you a Takati.
Well, okay.
Just
Well, if you insist.
for people who in chat, because I'm sure it's come up, they're very curious. I've got my Blood Light and Clamato
Yeah.
Chelada that I'm drinking. Jordan is sharing that experience with me.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen has a Modelo.
Look at all
Scott
our
has a
variety.
Tecate, and I just gave Kelsey her Tecate.
Oh.
So we've got a good complement of tall boys.
Dark Sun Tall Boys.
Dark Sun tall boys.
And
So it's
for
just like a
anyone
thing you
wondering,
guys do now?
Sax also has a Modelo.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
The first,
Modelo.
although I guess I heard it started at the end of season
So,
1 or something
guys,
like
do you
that.
realize that makes us all 2-2-2?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, factions.
But I
It
guess
makes sense that Jordan and
heard
I would ally. We're the most radically opinionated of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
This makes
I
sense.
heard it
Makes
started.
sense. I can see
I
this.
heard it started
I
near the
understand
end of
this.
season 1, but
That feels
basically
right.
just you.
My friend's
texted
behind
me
the
like,
camera.
Hey, can someone pick up Tall Boys? And we was like, yep, Tall Boys for everyone. Then we're like, all right, this is a thing now.
This is the thing now.
Now we
Tall
have Tall
boys are a
Boys.
thing. And of course, it is no surprise that our producer Sax and Steven have chosen the Modelos because they are really they're the skeleton behind making things work. Yeah. So,
Like Modelo.
like Modelo, the skeleton that makes things work. That
That should be their
phrase.
catchphrase.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's what it
That's
is.
a good Halloween style motto.
Yeah.
The skeleton.
I love it.
So anyway, so Yenin says, if this is not agreeable for you, I would recommend also that you run. This city will be no more.
I'm not a fan of running.
There are more cities. If this does not work out, I can take another city.
Wow, good to know you care so much.
No, I can't let innocents die.
Yeah, I don't think that we got much of a choice.
You do know that Yenin is in a very difficult position to be asking you. He's kind of begging you for help. He hasn't been he hasn't been groveling because that's not his style.
Yeah.
But we could probably get him to.
Yeah.
Don't.
Okay. So I just want to say, Matt510, thank you so much. And this, to me, is a big moment.
Oh dear.
This is a big moment. And Matt, you're really going to change the complete course of this campaign. This donation, I really respect this a lot. So Jordan gets his donation, his special donation.
Oh,
happens right
Oh my
now. Da
god.
bomb.
Why would you do that?
You're in the room that we're in?
In the room that you're in.
Oh my god.
explode.
Yep.
Oh boy, here we go.
I have been back on the stream for about an hour and 15 minutes. I want it on record. You killed my girlfriend. I lost my eyeballs. I found out my element actually kind of sucks. I lost my friends. I lost my hair. My temple was destroyed. And now I've been back for an hour and 15 minutes, and you're going to blow me out.
Also, you failed to protect the city of Tyr from Yenin becoming an authoritarian sorcerer king.
Hey!
Not
that-
that we're keeping tabs.
Not that I'm keeping tabs, but that being said,
Someone get on the saving throw wiki and just record this shit, please.
none of this is my fault. All right, this is all just like things that happen around me.
I just want to throw it out
Just
there
like
that I'm a
the
destructive
world,
character,
man.
but this is chat's fault.
I'm blaming you.
did decide to rig up.
It was a contingency plan.
But a lot of explosives.
Yeah.
Okay, so unfortunately, none of you notice. All of you just have a brief ringing in your ears, and then you all just go unconscious.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
Look at what you
Fucking
did.
chat.
Look at what you did.
Those
No,
bastards.
don't blame them. Don't blame
They
them.
did it!
Don't blame them. This is on you.
I'm blaming them.
Thank you, Matt, so much. Eventually, you all come to. You're alive, and you're all in the same cell together.
Okay.
You. Well, yeah. I mean, it's pretty clearly a cell. It's dank and dark, and
Pretty dank, man.
It's pretty dank.
It's a dank cell.
Feels like home.
Yeah.
No, I'm cool with this.
And in front of you, you see a circular door or portal, similar to the one that you saw before when you broke into the underground to release the champions of Rajat, which may not have been your goal, but that's what happened. So yeah, you see this door in front of you, and it has runes all around. All of you are. You know what? Roll the damage for that bomb.
Okay,
We're
so
all
full
at
damage.
You're at
Hit
full health
points, right?
right now.
Yeah. I know. I just want to make sure.
That's full damage for the
We
bomb.
can't go
Yeah.
below 1 because you've already said we're all alive.
Exactly, that is true. Well, I think the max he can roll is 20. Oh, which but so it'll do 18 to you if it's any
Wait.
more than 18.
Well, I only have 15 hit points.
Yeah.
This can only bring you down
I
to
need
1
dice.
hit point.
Okay,
you
so that's
give me that
2d10
chesto dice?
from this bomb that was dropped. That's 9, 10, 11.
11 damage. So all 4 of you take 11 damage from this.
Is that armor effective?
No, you don't get armor. You
From a
honestly, 11 is lower than you deserve.
That's pretty true.
You set up bombs all around this inn. This is like the 4th inn you've destroyed, too, by the way.
This is the
lot of
second
it.
inn we've destroyed. We destroyed a farm.
Third. Sax has got it 3.
All right. I don't know. I don't
happened
think
to
those
this
others were
campaign?
inns.
I was gone for like 3 months.
Yeah, Steven, just so you know, nothing's changed. It's all the same.
4 sweet hit points left.
Yeah.
Let's
Ooh,
have
I have
it.
Start things.
Okay.
I'm at
so,
11.
Thanks, chat.
Golly.
So you all come
Actually,
to,
yeah, as long as it keeps interesting, I'm.
and you've been you find yourself in this cell, this prison, this room. You all have all of your equipment. You have your bomb making materials. You have everything. You have your weapons and everything, but you're stuck inside this room.
Huh.
And you see this door in front of you.
All right, I'm gonna try the door.
It is. You honestly don't even really know how to open it. It's. I mean, it's clearly a portal because it's a separate. Like you see the crack going, around or
Around
whatever,
the edges of the
but
thing.
but it's just covered in runes.
Well, our shaman destroyed some runes to open a door.
That's true.
So I
Could
want
I
to use.
possibly try to read them first?
Is that a thing you can do?
I'm a
You
holy
can
man.
read.
And I.
Oh.
That's the
We
motion.
haven't
And I
had
can
anybody,
read.
We haven't had anybody that can do that before. It's very new.
Ian would put you guys in charge.
I can read actually, just not runes.
But not runes.
Yeah.
You can read
You can read.
pamphlets.
You can read.
Yeah, I can read.
Oh,
I'm a fucking
danger explosives. Can you read that?
yeah.
Can you read that?
And I know, and I write that sign.
Oh, well, great, because now we're here, and I can't hear on my left ear. So thank you.
I'm missing half of my left hand.
I get the feeling
It's
that's of
true.
your own doing.
Oh, maybe.
None of your business.
I like this.
Yeah. Go ahead. Make me wisdom or intelligence check.
All right, wisdom. 5. I take an experience point.
Okay, you get an experience point. So the runes are. You think that. You're reading them, and it's hard to make it out because they are very, very ancient runes. These are very old runes. You think that it says something about explosions? Not sure.
Well, guys, I can't make it out.
Well,
It just doesn't. You know what? It just doesn't say anything. We might want to try hitting it with something heavy.
I'm gonna hit it
I
with a
can do that.
telekinetic strike.
Okay, roll me your strike.
Strength or wisdom?
Wisdom, of course.
Today,
Guys!
Dark Sun rolling like motherfuckers.
Did you take Darrel's dice?
I might have.
Yep, mark XP.
Okay, can I guess I don't know much about runes, but could I try and?
Well, hold on.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Things need
I absolutely have to address this.
Oh golly.
Yeah. So you telekinetically strike the runes, and receive just a massive massive mental feedback that you need to roll me a defy danger on. Wisdom. Yeah, wisdom. Because it's clearly psionic.
Oh, okay.
That's an 8.
Yay!
That's not too bad.
First successful roll of the day.
You guys, we didn't fail every roll yet.
Yay! Okay. All right. Oh boy, this could still kill you actually, even though you partially succeeded. All right. So roll me 2d8, and you're gonna take the lower of the 2d8. So maybe you'll be. Well,
You know, it's a 1 in 8 chance that I'll
Die.
die instantly.
Do you need
I just
D8s?
realized I should
have
do
a-
these.
Yeah.
I have a
need
whole
D8s.
chest
I still haven't pulled a
whole
D8.
chest of
there's
dice.
one d8.
And
That brownie one.
which one? Oh,
There
yeah.
you go. All right. So roll 2d8 and take the lower of the two, because you did not technically fail, but you didn't roll a 10 plus.
So unless they're both 8s.
Oh my
Wow.
god. I had a moment where I was like,
I couldn't see the brown one.
Oh Jesus.
So you're fine.
I'm fine. I am
But
still
you see
technically alive.
you see blood start running out of Pithka's nose and ears.
Oh no.
Okay, I've hung out with hockey long enough to know what's going on. Hold still real quick.
So you want to do your thing?
oh, you want?
Are you going to cauterize my brain?
Cauterize, lobotomize.
I get right up in your
one
face.
Of those automized.
Right up in your face. Shut up.
Hey, you got a lot of flame to be as close to my jacket as you are.
Watch that
Buddy.
finger, bud.
I've survived worse. Have you?
So far.
He says
Tag-
with his 3-fingered.
Tagline for this episode is Tempers Flare.
Temper's flare. All right, let's see it.
Cure moderate wounds. That's an 8.
Okay, it's an 8.
Oh, it's an 8.
Okay,
I cast my charisma. That's a 3.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
level
Nice.
6.
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
good.
dang.
Yeah. He's gone through a whole season of this bullshit, guys.
I've gone through more than all of you put together, kids.
Okay, so you get an 8. What is your choice on the spell? You
Let's
gotta pick
see.
one, right? Can you hook me up with a pencil, Jordan?
Cure moderate wounds. What were my options again? It has been a while since I've played.
It should be on the front page it says when you cast a spell, blah, 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 and then
All right.
3 bullets.
I draw attention to myself, put myself in a bad
What
spot.
if you need a better array?
-1 ongoing until I commune with fire again, or it's revoked. I'm going to go ahead and put myself in a bad spot.
Okay.
We're already in a bad spot.
Yeah, but more of that spot.
Can
Okay,
I borrow
so,
that D6 real quick?
yes,
Yeah.
D8. I'm
Oh.
sorry, D8. Sorry.
there's your D8.
Thank you.
I actually have a bunch of like commune with fire abilities I could take.
Cure
in my
8.
Class.
Nice. Whew.
All right, so yeah, that's the beauty of having a cleric in the party. Some
I
pretty.
just put my hands on the
significant-
side of your head, a little bit of fire. Yeah. You're still better.
Brain fire.
Yeah.
So you put your hands on his head, and you do feel an intense, like inside of your head. It does feel like for a moment your brain is on fire. It is real painful.
Oh, don't be a baby about it.
And as somebody who is trained in the way, any sort of like internal like pain like that, you're used to putting up an intellect fortress, something to deal with that. So unfortunately, just subconsciously and reactionary, he fights back against that pain that he feels in his head, and you take a debility to your wisdom as you feel this psionic feedback hit you.
Please don't heal me like that again.
Oh, don't be a baby.
Okay, so you still have that door in front of you.
You want me to hit it?
Why not?
Wait. Can I try and
You can try and read
decipher
it.
the runes
Oh,
a little
God.
bit?
I mean,
Can
they
I
are
use
technically
intelligence on
words. Yeah, you can use intelligence.
And then
I'm
if-
sorry, I didn't get your name.
If you can, I'll just hit it. Tenna.
All right. Well, I rolled
Penalty,
a 6.
young man, what's your name?
Pithka.
Pithka, let's just take a few steps back.
No, I'm not trying to unlock the door.
He's just trying to read it.
If I was trying to unlock the door, I would tell you to
It would
take
be a
few
real-
steps
yeah.
back.
Oh, we know protocol.
And I got a 6, so
We've unlocked doors with you
We've
before.
unlocked
also can't
doors.
do it.
But actually, so you look at the runes and you actually are able to decipher it.
What?
Yeah. So you read it and you can see that it says it's really challenging because the language is old, but you kind of compare it to other like words that you've seen before to like make the sentence. You're like, okay, if this is this language, you're like, it must be several different languages. You're like, and I've seen these other words or heard them spoken in the city. So if I just take words from other languages, this actually makes sense. So you do that.
All right. I'm confident I'm so correct about this.
It's like a Tokyo Pop editor.
Well, because you've heard enough of these like polyglot of other languages that like as written, it technically does make sense. You're like, and it's like a magic eye. You cross your eyes long enough and it actually kind of makes sense for you.
Right.
It's
a horse.
Yeah.
Sailboat.
Yeah, and it basically.
I never got this thing to work.
It just says, a worthy person must touch the door.
All right, I touched the door.
Oh, golly.
All right, make me a dexterity defy danger.
Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Aha!
Okay, so you pull your hand back just quick enough.
You nimbly little guy, you.
Yeah, so you pull your hand back just quickly enough, but like just even as soon as your fingers touch the door, you saw like sparks and lightning start dancing across the rooms. You're like, nope, not a good idea.
Okay, all right, who's worthy?
Well, what kind of worthy?
Yeah, it didn't really specify.
I'll touch it.
I'll get the spell ready.
All right.
You seem purish, right?
Yeah.
I don't indulge in worldly pleasures, so.
It's true, he loves his
That's what
gruel.
you mean.
Matt 510 heals Miles for 1.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you, Matt.
Yep.
Put us.
He didn't deserve that. Thank you.
You're welcome, Miles. Yeah, so you can. You walk up and touch the door, and make me defy danger dexterity because sparks start dancing and.
Oh,
Scott! Oh, Scott!
I have
If
a
this
healing
whole
potion.
session, if this whole session is just we meet with Yin and we explode, and then we all die trying to get out of this.
Touching the stupid door.
Just trying to touch a door.
And you're like, and that's the end of the campaign. Thanks for watching, guys.
The 3.
TPK. So.
See you next time.
It's all because I'm here. It's all because I'm here.
We died in a dungeon because chat blew us up.
I should have stayed home today.
How many hit points you got right now?
10.
Okay,
I'll be fine.
No, you're at 11 hit points because Pandanin heals Gideon.
Oh.
No, sorry, Gideon.
Yeah!
Oh, no. Oh, I'm so sorry, Scott.
Wow.
Wow. I saw Gideon, and for some reason,
This is
Just
why pandas
skip
are
over
on
it.
the
Kind of a
Endangered
DM
species
review.
list. Thank you.
Oh man.
Whatever,
Okay,
I'm
so
at 6
you're
hit
at
points,
10.
so-
I'll survive.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, there's not a dice that's large enough to
Do
kill me.
you
No,
want-
that's 100% not true, Scott.
Do you want my healing potion?
Doesn't matter because we have to resolve this first. But yes, I'm sure he will.
I got
Okay,
the
so
spell
this time
right.
you're gonna roll me 2d8, but you have to take the higher of the two because you failed that shit.
Yeah, bad, real bad, real bad, bad, bad.
Today's not been a great rolling day.
1 and 3.
7.
Just a 7.
7 down to 3.
Okay, so guys, just FYI, you know me.
Yeah, we know.
There's
you.
going to be combat encounters today. This door is not the only challenge. So
We don't know that yet.
I just I
we
kind of
do not know that the door is not the only challenge.
That's true. You may find a way to make it
That's
into the
how our
only-
party ends. We all take turns touching a door until we're dead.
Okay,
Where's
so
Darrel?
Solidarity.
Where's Darrel?
Next episode
Darrel
is
would just do this.
Osvald by himself.
yeah, Darrel
And
would
then
do
touch
this.
the door.
It would be no change in tactics.
Would not.
All right,
He would
so
probably be worthy. Maybe.
so that's what happens when he touches the door. He does the like touch a light socket and just fly backwards type of thing. So yeah, the door.
What else does the
The
door
rooms
say?
are still glowing.
All right, how big is this room?
It's
Jesus.
small, like 10 by 10.
Probably couldn't blow it up without killing us.
Nope.
But I could.
There's nothing else in this room except just this door.
Literally just this door. Oh, there's piles of hay. You were each like thrown onto one
Is there
pile of
anything
hay.
hidden in these piles of hay?
You look through the pile of hay, and each of you finds one needle.
Yay!
We did it! Oh, wait, hold on. I try to pick
What
the
if
lock
we-
with the 3 needles.
Yeah, what if we throw the needles at the door?
I don't think needles are worthy.
Okay, so when you throw
We
the
don't know
needle at
that
the door,
until
it
we
bounces off the door, and you're because it's not a rock in halfling tradition, you are still suspicious of the door.
We didn't get any information from the needle. It
Okay.
needed to be a pebble, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Tenna, do you have a plan?
You want me to touch it?
Yes. Perhaps you're worthy.
Wouldn't that just be the stupidest thing we've ever done? If just everybody just takes turns touching
Each
the door
person
until we're
touches the
all
door.
dead?
Oh my god. Give me a bomb.
Wait. No.
Wait. Well, I don't even question it. After he says that, I pull out one of my concussive grenades.
You're like,
and I
you're
just
right.
toss
That
it
is
over
always
to him.
the answer.
Okay, you have a grenade in your hand.
He's on fire, though.
No.
It's okay.
Only neck up am I on fire.
Yeah.
Eyes and hair. According to my character sheet, my no, it's on fire.
You can make the flames die down anywhere you want, though.
Yeah, you're
Except for your
okay.
eyes. You can't control your eyes. They are always on fire.
Good to know.
Yep.
I basically want to make a fire bubble around this thing, so when they put the dome on top of something, on top of a bomb, and then it just kind of goes off, and you just get the poof.
So
Yeah.
you just want to like control the pressure using heat around it to
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
Create a
direct it.
Yeah.
I've done it before
Yeah, create a fire bubble. Yes, you have done that before.
many times.
Okay, so here's the thing, though. That grenade that he gave you is not powerful enough to blow up the store. You think it would take an
I
actual
did read
bomb.
explosion though, so
Hey, I've got more powerful shit. Just we're in a small area, so if it goes wrong,
are you a terrorist?
no.
He's a freedom fighter.
Yeah.
He's a rebel.
Right.
Yeah.
You're all saying different words for the same thing.
Yeah, so yeah, you just the grenade is not going to be enough to blow up the door. An actual bomb would do it.
Would just brute strength do it?
Yeah, you could disable the runes with brute strength if you just attack the runes.
Sizzlack did it.
Yeah, I mean that's a thing. You can just like slash the runes with a sword.
All right, I have 15 hit points.
What could
Sounds
go
like
wrong?
plenty to me.
Yep, sounds like a lot.
Sounds
Okay, I'm
like
just gonna
you
hold
wanna-
on.
5
so
times.
you wanna
I'm
attack
adding
with
that to my
sword?
inventory.
Sounds like
Okay,
more
we'll
than
we'll
enough.
yeah. All right, so you have one of my concussive
I
grenades.
got one kick out to grenade.
Okay.
But if this doesn't work, we can talk.
Yeah.
Because I'm always down for the try and blow it up approach to getting through things.
Let's see.
Are you in a stance?
That would just be one of my flexible tactics. Is that what you're
Exactly,
asking? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I could go aggressive with it. When I hack and slash, I deal my damage even on a 6 less.
Okay, there you go. So you're being aggressive.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
That's definitely the approach to take with the door.
I think so. I feel like at this point, definitely.
Be
the
aggressive.
approach.
Be
aggressive. BEAGGRESSIVE.
Be aggressive. But I don't think that is
That's
a 6
an
for us.
8.
Yeah, so there you go. So roll your damage.
Alright. That's a 4.
Okay.
Plus 1 piercing.
Plus
if
1
that
piercing.
matters for the
It
door.
does matter because the door has armor. But that is definitely enough to destroy the runes. There is, once again, a massive feedback from the runes.
I was prepared for this.
Yeah. So you need to roll me a d8 damage.
Okay.
It's lightning damage. You take 2 damage.
Oh,
Not affected by armor. But that's not bad.
that is not bad.
And
I feel pretty happy about that.
At this point, you notice that the door just kind of loosens up a little. Whatever lightning magic was being used to hold it in place, it's easily pushed open now.
I'll push it open.
Okay, you do
Glad
so.
you're the one touching it.
You push the door open. It opens. You don't see. There's some sort of invisible magical hinge or something, but it just kind of glides open.
Oh, well done.
See? All you had to do was hit it hard enough.
You remind me of a friend I used to have. All right.
So.
So where are we?
You open. So the door opens, and you see a bunch of circles just like the door that you just pushed open.
Like on the ground or like
All around the walls. So there's a very
like
large
in The Nightmare
room.
Before Christmas when he goes into the woods and there's all the doors and all the trees. Is it like that?
I haven't seen that movie.
What?
What?
Oh man, it's a great Halloween style movie.
God, it is.
It's a great Halloween-style Christmas movie.
Right.
Yeah. So no, but
But maybe yes, because you don't know.
thank you, DJ Regular. 3 hit points for Aodhan. So Aodhan, you heal 3 hit points.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, we really appreciate that heal. He's
But like
gonna
it's
need
just
it.
like a room. There's just like kind of
What?
It's actually so in the center.
circle with
So it's
doors?
a square. It's a square room, all stone. There's a walkway that's a square, and you see it's several levels. So as you look up, it looks like a prison.
So it's more like Guardians of the Galaxy. Where
Yeah,
it's-
yeah, that's a
Okay,
really good
okay,
example.
okay.
You have seen that one.
Of course, I've seen that one. I love the jacket in that movie.
Good to know.
It's a good jacket.
It's a great jacket.
It is a great jacket.
It really is.
I don't remember the jacket.
Yeah.
Well, what movie were you watching?
Because the jacket was the star.
The jacket was
Wasn't
the
the
star of the
best
movie. It wa-
That movie was Jacket, Raccoons, and Vin Diesel voicing a tree for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, what a great use of money to have Vin Diesel say one word over and over and over.
Hey, he
And-
said 3 words.
Was it Vin
And-
Diesel? For some reason, I thought it was Ron Perlman.
No, it was Vin
It was
Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he didn't take his shirt off. He was
Yeah.
just a voice.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, listen, Vin Diesel is great, and anything you can convince him to do, fine. It's just a very strange choice for me.
Yeah.
Superman.
So we're just now in the like courtyardish area of
Of a
what would be
prison.
the prison.
Yep.
And this is the prison we're supposed to be in? Maybe?
You're in what is clearly a prison.
Why not?
Huh? Where did you say those dudes were that we needed to get out?
Start hitting more doors.
Yeah, just walking through. Ha!
Does this ring any bells for me?
I mean, this looks very much like the ancient foreboding prison that Yenin said he got rid of, but
was
did not
closed
get rid
down.
of. Yeah. Well, I mean, he closed it off. He closed the door so that
He
Yeah.
shut it down.
he shut it down.
He shut it down.
Yeah.
Just like Gitmo.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. It's been shut down.
He John Taffered it.
He tried. He gave it a shot. He was like, "Hey, can I get in?" No, there's some wards preventing me from going in. So that was the end of it, basically.
Okay. I mean, I guess fair enough. Well, where did he say these guys were supposed to be?
But the
locked
point
up?
is, you're now in this prison, though.
Right.
As
But
prisoners.
we were gonna be in it anyway, and now we're not prisoners anymore because we broke out of our cell, which means we're not prisoners.
Well, clearly the only
Right.
answer is prison riot.
Yeah. Well,
So you see all these doors. You also see down below. You see, strangely, no guards anywhere that you see. There's a central disc that just floats up and then floats down between the different levels of the prison, and there are walkways that connect to this central disc because it floats up, stops for a few moments, and then floats up.
so can we
up
get to
and
that
down.
central disc easily?
Very
Something is-
easily, yes.
Something is very wrong that we had all of our gear, and we're able to
In
break
the prison
out.
cell?
And we're able to break out so easily. Because wouldn't everyone who's here have already done that?
I mean, I kind of think maybe that was the plan. Maybe he, like, after the explosion went off, he was like, fuck it, we'll pop him in the thing, they can deal with the shit that way. Like,
But if he can't get into the prison, how did he get us into the prison? These are all good
He
questions.
has, he has teleportation magic.
it's been done.
What? Teleportation magic.
Like,
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna speak for.
Thank
We
you,
don't
Darrel.
like magic.
Yeah, I was just gonna speak for
I don't
Darrel and
wanna
be
have
like,
to deal with
I
this
think
magic.
I think we're cursed if we were teleported.
If we were teleported, that means that we had to use magic, and magic is bad. Well,
Unless it's druidic magic,
druidic
which is
magic
good.
is good.
I really. I need to watch some old episodes. I need to catch up.
Yeah, it's great.
here again for
Darrel is just an absolute delight.
He is
Confirm
the
with Sax.
best.
right.
Okay, well,
So yeah, there's
I mean-
just this disc that goes up. You can see that you're on going from the bottom, you're on the second floor. So there's only one floor below you guys, and there's like 3 floors above you.
All right.
kinda
I looked down.
curious
Is it
as
like
what's below us.
there's like a floor below us, right? All right. Not
Not
like an
just a
endless
pit.
void or a pit.
Yeah.
Nope, just a floor.
Just a black hole.
Should we check the basement first?
Let's.
You're going to tell them.
Well, starting from the bottom seems to work for me. By that I mean it never works for me. So let's do it.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, there's no tactic you can use.
Nothing
that isn't
makes
gonna
me
result
feel
in
better.
tragedy for you. Yeah, so you walk over to the disc and it floats you down to the lowest level.
Just by like thought.
No, it's just timing based. So you just wait a moment and then it goes down. So it's all just timing. It doesn't have. It's a little annoying because you have to like wait as it stops at each level before it comes down to you. Even though there's like, it's not an elevator like in the traditional sense, but it does work. So anyway, so it takes you down to the lowest level. You get down there and you see all of these prison cells closed off with these circular doors with runes all over them. You also see a very clearly a panel with levers, and those levers have numbers on them that correspond to all of the doors.
Okay, so just to jog my memory, Yinan wanted us to release the people in here to help fight for him.
Exactly.
So should we just start pulling levers?
Well,
That's an option.
according to my character sheet, I'm confused because you gave me that. So
Oh, right.
sure. Pull.
Okay. All right. So
These are in the bottom section.
this is the bottom section. Yeah. So
I mean, this does kind of seem like a terrible idea.
there
but-
are 8 levers and 8 rooms. So do you want to pull all the levers? Do you want to pull one lever?
Let's pull a lever,
Okay.
right? And then we'll find out how that goes. And then we can pull more levers.
Okay.
Ah, fuck it.
All right.
Pull.
So you pull a lever, and the door just swings open on its own. Well, first you see the runes power down, and then the door swings open. And for a moment it's quiet, and then you hear a little bit of scraping and shuffling, and then you see an elf step out and look at all you. What is this?
Well, as far as I can tell, you're being conscripted, buddy.
By who?
By the guy who put us down here, I think. He's Yenin.
The Sorcerer King Yenin.
I haven't heard of this Sorcerer King.
Well, he runs the Great Free City of Tyr.
Is that what they call it now? Okay.
Yeah.
Look,
And what what
You
benefit-
fight for him, you get your freedom.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful. So I
Sure.
just need to kill people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I am on board.
all right, that's one down.
I was about to ask what you're down here for, but I think it's kind of obvious.
Business. I'm down here for, unfortunately, just doing what the free market told me was best.
You were an
I was best
assassin,
at.
weren't you?
It's all about capitalism.
All right, I can understand
I was just
that.
a business person, that's all. And the Sorcerer King just decided that apparently I wasn't allowed to perform my business anymore.
Which Sorcerer King was that?
This would have been...
That's Bakir.
No, this was placeholder because I do want to get the canon right at some point. Oh God, what is it? I think it actually is Rajat. So yeah, Rajat.
Ah, well, Rajat's
He's
not
very
around
dead.
anymore.
Good. I wish I could have killed him.
Yeah, overrated. I was there.
Oh, but the person who killed him, that was probably pretty cool.
Well, I guess you get to find out.
So, we get to kill Yenin?
No.
Well, hey, let's not completely, take things off the table. But for now, you're going to be working for him. Because
Okay.
we've got an invasion to stop.
Great.
Well, this
so I'll
went
be
well.
closer to him.
Yeah.
Oh, this is already looking fantastic.
Hey, I'm with you, buddy.
You should not be friends with this person, Jordan.
He does sound like a psychopath.
Sounds like a very bad man.
All right. Well, I think that first one went well enough. I pull another lever.
he's like, oh yeah, let's do this. Okay.
He's like, oh, that was it? We're done? Okay, sure.
Do you have a name, by the way?
Oh shit, he has to have a name.
We're catching Shawn off guard today.
This is, oh god, so I didn't realize how many names I was gonna have to come up with today now. Okay,
did you not think we were gonna like
well,
get
no,
to know each prisoner?
I mean, I to be honest, if I would have put even a cursory thought into RPing every character, I would have realized you were gonna ask their names. My name is Cirrus. Siris. Cirrus.
I didn't ask.
Okay, well, it's not.
No, you're literate.
Of course I'm literate.
Oh, that's pretty impressive.
So many poor people.
All right, this guy does sound terrible.
One quick question, though. Do you know where my property is?
No. Moving along.
Okay. So you pull the next lever, and out walks literally an orc, which is crazy because
thought they were
orcs do not exist. Yeah, an orc walks out.
Whoa.
Oh dear. Hello?
Do you speak our language?
Why?
Oh.
We've got an invasion force coming. If you want your freedom, then you're gonna have to
Gideon,
help fight.
I got this.
Okay.
I pound on my chest and kind of give him like
That
a
is
like
so
a fight,
racist,
like a
Tenna.
fighter salute,
Oh
and
my
I'm
God.
like, "You fighter?
Yes.
You want to help fight?
Yes.
Let's go."
That is
Okay.
so friggin' racist.
Yeah, the orc is like visibly upset at this. Like,
He wasn't talking. I don't know.
I'm so sorry. So sorry.
I mean, I
He
can't
looks
even.
strong. Let's talk down
I can't
to
even
him.
read. So people talk down to me all the time. They think I'm stupid. I mean, I am a little bit stupid, but
why?
why fight? Or why what?
That is a good question. Why do we fight?
War. Huh? Good God, y'all.
The orc just like says why one more time and then runs over to the disc and gets on the disc as it starts taking him up.
Okay,
I don't know what happened.
this is taking a while. It seems like people have not been crazy nutsos beyond what you'd expect.
We've
from a
lucked out.
high-security prison.
I think what you're trying to say is we lucked out.
Right, but I'm just saying, we're like, 2 for 8. Pretty good so far. Should we just start pulling the rest of them, or are we going to do this one by one?
You're actually going to listen to what I say?
Yeah, I'm asking your opinion.
I really don't know what to say. Oh my god, this has never happened before in my life. Um,
All right, that's taking too long. Pithka, how does the future seem if we just let all these guys out?
single solitary tear, just like someone asked.
Yep.
I'm not even
One,
going
like,
to consult
sulfurous
anything. I'm just going to say they were probably down here for a reason.
Yeah, but I mean, we weren't sent here to get them out.
Okay.
My question
Well-
is it going to be better if we do it one by one, or if we do it in one big let them all out?
Okay, if we can spend some time thinking about it before we do anything, I can attempt to divine from the future.
Yeah. I would love to see you divine from the future.
Okay.
It's one of my most favorite things.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend an hour meditating and trying to divine exactly what was going on.
While you're doing that, I'm going to light something on fire and commune.
Okay, so you commune.
Okay. So,
We're not looking.
Nobody's
So
looking.
this
Close
is-
your eyes.
yeah, so we
I don't have eyes.
Chad gets
But-
to find
Cover
out
your
what they do.
burning
but-
sockets.
So
on a metagame level, when I do true divination,
We don't look at them.
Oh.
we don't get to know whether I
Only-
succeeded
yeah.
or failed.
only
All right.
chat and me.
Get to know whether I succeed or
it's pretty-
fail.
Which
So
is pretty
much more
amazing,
fun.
right? Like that's
Yeah.
I
funny.
love that mechanic.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, so Chad has got a handle on that, right? Okay, sorry, I need to pull these out. It's too far away. All right, there's your dice back. Maybe you can recenter the dice box for me. You're good, Steven and Jordan.
Can we open our eyes?
Yes, you can. Okay.
God, this ability
I love that.
is
It's a lot of
hilarious,
fun.
and also because of that, kind of useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes the first time we used it, I got a 10+, and led us completely in the correct direction.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's almost never done that again. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so you see a vision of Gideon just pulling all of the levers at once, doors swinging open wildly, and actually just to make it more interesting. So on this bottom floor, it doesn't go 1 to 8. It goes 1 to 40, and it has all of the doors on all of the levels. Because I said 5 levels, right? 5 times 8 is 40. So yeah, so there's 40, and he's just pulling all the 40 levers all at once randomly, and the doors are swinging open, and you see these prisoners all kind of like running out, and they see each other, and they kind of look around for a moment, and they all just rush to the center, and they all just pile on the disc as soon as it shows up, running up to the top of this thing. They go running out the door, and as they get out the door, Yenin is standing there, hovering above the entrance to the prison with the dark sun right behind him, looking very imposing, and he shouts down at them, "You will fight for me. You fight for me, you are free forever." And they just go crazy. They just go nuts. The crowd goes wild.
What's happening?
Yes.
Yenin already has weapon racks staged to the sides, and you see them grabbing weapons, and commanders start organizing them, and they just run to the ramparts, run to the walls of the city, and start fighting against this invasion.
God, I'm so torn. I'm so torn by this because I'm giving him like a crazy psychopath army.
Yeah.
But it seems like it would work.
It does seem like it would work.
Should we like start like being like, hey, every time we open it, can we be like, hey, remember who really let you out? Like see if we can like build loyalty.
Build loyalty, yeah. So
them?
like before they get a chance to meet Yenin, you're gonna be like, hey, he's
like,
only using you.
He's a sorcerer king. He is just as bad as the people who put you there. And we might need to work with him for now, but you need to remember like that, you know, the people who really give you freedom are the regular people who are working hard.
Can I actually use my Doomsayer ability as they come out to parlay with them and be like, you need to protect the city from this invading force, but don't find too much loyalty?
Okay, so your plan is as they come out to essentially tell them of the impending doom of Yenin, but that the current impending doom is worse.
Yes.
Okay.
So you give them like some tiers of doom.
Right. Like listen.
Here's Doom Tier 1.
Right.
Here's
We got
Doom Tier
a
6.
few dooms happening right now
Yeah.
simultaneously.
Sure. You don't even need to roll for that. That would work successfely.
All right.
People are very Actually, the lesser evil argument works very well on people.
Okay.
So yeah.
I think what we're going to do then is at a kind of quick pace, because there's like 40 levers to open. I'm going to one by one just kind of go to it. Every time the person comes out, I want to be like, I want to basically explain the situation and be like, look, the city is under siege. You were placed here by a sorcerer king, and you know that the power and the destructive abilities that they have. For now, we've got to work with one. But you need to remember that they're who put you here. And even if the one out there promises you amazing things, they're just as bad as their predecessors. We're the ones who helped you.
I should probably stop you. I'm not going to, but I probably should.
Hey, thanks.
Steven's like, I see a monster here. It should be
It's
fine.
fine.
Yep.
I see a monster, but last time I tried to stop the monster, I ended up helping it. So screw it. Why not?
If my monsterdom is just teaching people they can be self-reliant, I think there are worse
It's
things.
funny. That's what he said.
Oh boy, that is very similar. Yeah.
That's almost exactly what he said.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do it by ruling them. I'm going to do it by letting them go.
He also said that.
he said
Yeah, but then he's ruling them.
It's almost like history repeats itself. Anyway.
Okay, so one by one, you're able to let the prisoners out, and they're very receptive to both your doomsaying as well as your rabid political arguments.
Yes.
Good job filling them in, guys.
Yeah.
Doom.
I'm smoking my cigar.
So as you
Good, right?
So you get back. So you get to the.
You just light it on your eyes.
There's a lot of animal hair in
in
here.
the socket a little bit.
You get to the top
flavor.
level of the prison, and it's just at this point you just see a long tunnel that's 50 feet, and then a door at the end of that at the end of that tunnel, and all the prisoners are kind of milling about on this top level, like not really sure what to do at this point. There's 40 of them, various murderers and psychopaths, and some as some of them come out, it's very clear that they're just political dissidents. Like some of them are just like, oh, this person was very popular with
With pre-Yin
yeah, so like
Ruler
we can't
dude.
so we can't have that person fomenting rebellion, so just put them
and
away.
I get along with them immediately. I'm like, hey, buddies.
Oh, that person, those people in particular are, like, when they hear the doom thing, they're like, I've heard this so many times, it's just propaganda. Like, oh, the world's ending, this, that, or the other. They're like, you can't possibly know that. But then when you start talking about how Sorcerer Kings are bad, they're like, there's no problem with that argument.
They're like, yeah, no.
That's an impossible argument to defeat. Sorcerer Kings are always evil, so yes, we have to help them before we can kill them.
Sure. Okay, so we've got everyone out,
Yep,
right?
everyone's out. And you have a long corridor in front of you with the door. The door is locked.
Door's locked.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start this with a bang, right?
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just set up my nice little firewall.
Okay.
Children, if you would, please, behind me. I'm casting it first. No, stop.
Okay.
I'm casting
Okay.
it first.
So he steps up towards the door and you cast a firewall behind him.
Immediately.
I want to be able to get away from it.
Wait.
though.
Wait.
You're going to kill me, man.
It's a wall. You can go around it.
Okay.
Oh, so it's like
Oh.
a shield.
Yeah.
Shield,
Gotcha.
Big
Okay.
baby.
I was like,
wanna
you're
die.
just blocking him
Giving
in.
us a fire like Reinhardt
Look,
shield.
I know I
Right.
probably
Exactly,
die
exactly.
in
I'm
an
Reinhardt.
explosion.
Okay.
I know I probably die in an explosion.
You're Junkrat, I'm Reinhardt. Perfect.
yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, do I have a
Oh.
potion?
That
or
is
anything I can
A6.
drink
I do
for
not.
this?
No.
Okay.
All right.
I might level up.
I'm going
In
to
a
pick
one-shot.
lock.
Okay, pick lock. Roll me your pick lock check.
5, 6, 7.
Technically, six.
Wait, no,
Goodbye.
that's 4, 5, 6. Fail.
Oh.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Failure buddies!
Oh yeah.
Nah, leave me hanging.
Yep, left you
Oh.
hanging.
Oh,
that
that's
is so Steven, though. Oh, left Steven hanging.
It's fine. I'm used to it.
So you see Junkrat walk up to the door, put all the plastic explosive on the sides like normal, set the plastic explosive off,
Oh boy.
or set the fuse to set off the plastic explosive, and nothing.
That's never good.
all right. I'm
And
still
it just
gonna.
sits there.
After that happens, I'm still gonna like make a good distance away from
Yeah.
that.
So you turn around to walk away, and as soon as you turn around, it goes off.
All right.
and explodes, propelling you forward
Can I catch
into
him?
the fire shield, which unfortunately isn't so much a fire shield as it turned out to just be a flame strike. You're like, all right, fire shield, and somehow something got messed up. Your connection to the elements was a little staticky. Something went wrong, and so you're diving into,
Lag.
or you're being
All
propelled
right.
by your explosion into a flame strike.
Let's see if my 6 remaining hit points can save me on
Oh,
this
geez,
one.
you have 6 hit
Can-
points?
can-
Yep.
This is gonna be amazing.
Can I? Okay.
Oh boy.
Can I just turn off my shield?
This might be crazy. I have 13 hit points left,
Okay,
Uh-oh.
which is better than 6 hit points.
it is.
Can I, seeing him come flying towards us, try to use my shield, even if I end up stepping into the fire?
So you can dive into the flame strike to like bash
to
him
like
away
bash
from
him away from the fire, or like try to catch him gently, if that makes everyone feel
Gideon
better.
Ball is the best game.
it. So yes, you can absolutely do that.
I've never heard Jordan
That
have
is
such
the
a
best
squeaky
sound!
laugh.
Please tell me the mics picked that up.
I think we got it.
Oh, that's weird.
Play Gideon,
Oh, that's my new ringtone.
Gideon badminton,
Okay, so you're playing Gideon badminton.
or catching him gently.
The problem is catching him. The only way to catch him
the
gently
badminton
would
is
be to
more
catch
fun.
him inside of the flame strike, which is not good for his health.
Okay.
We'll do the first idea.
Yeah. So you jump forward into the flame strike.
Yep.
One more heal for Miles from Matt. Thank you,
Yay.
Matt. 510.
Miles, huh?
Woo fucking who. You guys are the best.
Yeah. So
no joke.
So you jump forward into the flame strike.
That's amazing.
Let me take a look at your character sheet real quick.
Here you go, good sir.
Mr. Aodhan. Let's see. So you have. Okay, flame strike. Oh man, that is a lot of damage.
I know, right?
Okay. All right. So roll your flame strike damage. You're gonna take this damage.
Okay.
And you are going to take 1d6 damage from basically between the bomb exploding
Now, do we
next to you
treat it
and
as
the shield bash.
Do we treat it as a 7 to 10 or a 10 plus?
It's 2d6 damage.
Okay. Pray for once.
Oh, I'm gonna be told.
Not
Oh,
bad.
that's not
No.
bad.
You can survive that.
Yeah.
And then I take a d6.
You take a d6.
3. All right.
See,
All right.
you see how much better that
Another heal
was?
from Panda
Thank you, Pandanin.
For
for you.
For Miles.
Yay!
Miles /
thank
Gideon.
you, Pandanin.
Miles.
huh?
Okay. The door is open though. So that's good
good.
news.
Well, there you go. Work like a charm.
Gideon and I high five.
So you
Just like we wanted it to work out.
This was the plan all along.
that was the plan all along.
Everything is coming
I
out now.
beat out a little tuft of fire in my hair. Like, ow.
About
Gonna
you
have a new
hear
bald spot.
you hear the clomping and pattering of feet as two wardens come running, or two guards come running through the door and attack you. Attack the four of you.
Wardens.
Yeah, there are guards.
Oh.
They're dressed in. They have long yellow cloaks, and they're both dual wielding what look like scimitars. They also both have masks on, just solid black masks. You don't see any eye holes or anything like that. They're just wearing these black masks.
We've never seen anything like these guys before.
No, not like this.
All right, let's do this.
All right, I'm lighting them on fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
The way you said the masks don't have eye holes?
They don't have eye holes or anything like that. But I mean, they're moving very gracefully, despite not being able to see. So, I don't. What's your dex? 12. Actually, that is pretty graceful.
I'm like, I move gracefully without being able to see all the time.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. But you're also a student of the way, so perhaps it's psionic that
The
aids
curds
you.
and way.
The curds and way.
There you go.
So yeah, who wants to go first as these two wardens come charging through the door?
Well, I'm up there.
Yeah, you're right up front. You want to go?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
With my sword.
Oh, you're going to attack with a weapon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, should I knee bash?
Yeah, God forbid you
Or
just
not.
attack with a weapon.
Right.
Like
No, I'll
a-
attack with my sword. So that's a 7.
Okay.
High rolling today.
Yeah, just a really strong set of rolls all
I don't
day
think I've
from
seen one
everybody.
6.
Okay, no, I don't
That's
think we
been
have
great.
seen one, have we?
No.
Okay, so you can roll your damage.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's going to trade its damage with you, and even as you land your sword strike,
Really?
well, it's a 3, right?
+1 piercing, yeah.
Okay, so even as you land your sword strike, you realize just because of
My
how
little baby sword blow.
3 damage is not bad.
All right.
So you land some damage on the warden, but unfortunately, just because of how graceful it is and how it's moving, you just can't land a solid strike on it. Like it feels like everything is just glancing. It just will not stop moving. It is very frustrating to have an opponent that moves this much.
All right.
Plus, you're getting like these long flowing yellow cloaks are like being flitted up in your face, and it's just very disorienting. But you do some damage.
Okay. And it does what to me?
Oh, sorry. It does its damage back to you, so you take a d8 plus 2 damage.
Okay.
You can use your armor.
+2, you said?
Yeah, so 6 damage. And you're fine, right? You have a lot of hit points left.
Fine.
Cool.
Everybody has a lot of hit points left, right?
I mean, I've got 5.
I'm not answering that.
5 is a lot for how much I've taken.
3 is
like
More
Chet's, like,
than enough.
Pretty much.
Jesus,
safe
guys.
I'm 5.
So I want to use my domino effect
Okay.
to take these cloaks that are swirling around and just, kind of tie them in a knot together. Just to kind of prevent their gracefulness.
I hope that
and
works.
Use it against them.
I like that.
I hope that works. You need the help.
Oh no.
No,
Doesn't count.
doesn't count.
Yeah, you'll get better than that.
Hey!
Finally.
That's a 10.
Hot dog.
No, that's an 11, actually.
Okay, so yeah, you actually
I love this.
you run up and grab the cloaks and they're like, what the fuck? And you literally tie like a bow. You tie a bow between them, and
It's like a middle school prank movie.
yeah, yep. And they're both moving in opposite directions at one point, and the knot in the middle forces them. Matt heals Pithka for 1.
Yes, thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt. And the knot in the middle kind of makes them comically both be like, and just fall hard down onto the ground. They both take damage as well. Roll me a d6.
3.
Okay. So let's see. We'll say, you know what? You because of that, they're no longer quite as mobile as they were, and all of those glancing blows. It's going to reduce their armor, so they're not going to have quite as much armor. In addition to the 3 damage or 2 damage you rolled. 3 damage. So yeah. So they now only have 1 armor.
A reminder that black goo is also.
Oh, black goo is in effect. Okay, so
Secret of the
No, sorry. Yeah, no, take it.
Secret of the Ooze. You can use that later if you'd like, or you can use it right now.
I'm going to hold on to it.
Yeah, you're probably not that badly damaged yet, or you might be real close to.
I'm not answering that.
Okay, fair enough.
What's next?
Who's next? I don't know who's next.
Well, since they're tied up now, I'm gonna lob a concussive grenade at them, which is sort of my go-to.
Yeah.
So,
That's a 5.
5, 6, 7. So it's a success with conditions.
Okay. So you, unfortunately, you throw the grenade, and it, first of all, like just because of Pithka and like them being all jumbled up together, you have to get a little closer to the fray than you would normally like to. And as you throw the grenade into the pile, the fuse was short or something, and it explodes like very close to you, so it affects you as well as your 2 opponents.
Okay.
So unfortunately, you are stunned as well as the opponents.
All right.
Unfortunately, so yeah, everybody gets stunned. Both
So
of your
I'll
opponents
just take
and
off
you.
my next turn. Is that how
Yeah.
we're? Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm going to cast Magic Weapon on my mace. That's a 10.
Okay.
And I'm going to Hack and Slash.
Okay.
Do I get a bonus because they're kind of on the ground,
Concussed?
tied up?
No, you don't. But your bonus is that they won't counterattack you if you roll a 7.
Well, hot dog.
So there's that bonus.
That's another 10.
Okay, great. Do you do a lot of damage now, right?
Yes, I do 2d4 plus a d8. Anything else? No,
I think that's it. But that is a lot of damage.
That
Oh,
is
dang.
11.
Wow. Okay, so you do 11 damage. They have 1 armor. So you do 10 damage. Are you doing it to the more badly injured one or the other one?
I'll do it on the more badly injured one.
Okay. It's actually still up because these bad guys have been buffed. So thank you. I don't remember who did that, but thank you for buffing the bad guys.
Zenar and he's
Zenar
not with us
Faith.
today. He did it. He or she did it before they left last game.
That's okay. They'll get to see it on YouTube.
That's right.
Yeah. Check
so
it out
on-
later.
On
Subscribe.
YouTube, they will see that Zenar Faith is awesome, and thank you so much. We really appreciate it so much because these wardens
we
are...
really appreciate it.
These shitbirds don't matter, okay? These...
Health checks.
Oh, yeah, health checks. How many hit points do you have?
5.
Out of?
26.
14.
Out of?
22.
5,
Out of?
15.
4 out of 19.
Thank you, Scott, for being the only person to recognize the information I wanted.
I was
You-
first, so.
So that's fair.
What
That's
about
fair.
these two, though?
Well, there was kind of a call and response pattern established.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Scott kind of didn't recognize that call and response pattern.
Nope, I think I was the only one who got the subtext that there were 2 pieces of information
I would
needed.
like 2 pieces of information, and Scott is the only one that provided them. Okay, so so that's the situation for people in chat who want to donate. I think they're in pretty good shape. I think you can probably instead donate to me.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
You know,
We're all at 4 and 5.
It's fine.
I'm fine with it.
You guys are in good shape. You're up against buffed bad guys. It'll work out great. So that was Steven doing almost enough to kill one of these wardens, but not quite enough. These wardens are impressive fighters. Like, there's clearly something magical or something psionic that's powering these fighters. They're not just people. So you have gone, and you win because you did the domino. Okay, so
we're at the top now?
next round. So Sans Jordan next round.
All right.
I want to just telekinetically strike the one that's more damaged.
Okay, got it.
Wow. Yeah, that's a
Nice.
resounding
Done.
success.
Yeah.
Hot dog.
So I'm going to do a d6 that
Ignores armor.
ignores armor.
Yeah.
So it is 1.
Yep, it is 1.
I forgot I
Good
had +1
job.
piercing on my attack too.
You do have +1 piercing?
Yeah, I have a steel mace.
Okay. That +1 piercing is not enough, but it matters because if Scott
I
rolls-
stopped mentioning it because I remember when Ember used to do it, you'd get this vein on the side of your head.
Well, yeah, but she would do like 24 damage. She'd be like 24 damage +1 piercing, and I would just. Okay, thanks.
It's like, great.
That's valuable information for me. Things don't have 24 hit points, and unless it's like a Sorcerer King, things don't have 24 plus hit points.
No.
But that's Alyssa. Alyssa's great. So, who's next? I guess it has to be...
I'll go ahead and I'm going to cast Cure Moderate Wounds on you.
Oh, hey, thanks.
This is going to be a big heal,
Big heal.
in theory.
That's an 11.
Great.
2d8. Can I still one? Go ahead and cure yourself for 9 damage.
Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And now just imagine if that was a water cleric healing you.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. That would have been science.
Yeah, that would have been science.
Be like real science healing.
Yeah. So, so your wounds, which are primarily from the bomb, right?
From that, and then also from the fire,
And
and
the
then
lightning.
also from the warden,
So just
and then also
everything.
from the lightning.
Yeah, so they're primarily from bad things.
Primarily from bad
Yeah,
things.
like bad things.
Things that cause damage.
I like you the most. You have an accent and you remind me of a friend.
Yeah. So you have so the fire cleric runs in, puts a hand on your shoulder, and you
After the searing
feel
pain.
you feel just fire all over your body, just all over the surface of your
It's
body.
the second time that's
that
happened to me
searing
today.
pain.
I imagine that pain like when you have really, really chapped, broken lips and you put Burt's Beeswax on
Exactly.
it.
Oh,
Like,
God.
oh, it burns me. Like, all right, I like it now.
Yeah, you're like, you know it's good for
I love
you.
how I've been retconned into being this harbinger of pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pandanin heals Pithka for 1. Thank you,
Ooh,
Pandanin.
thank you, Pandanin.
So you do feel the cleansing fires of the elemental plane of fire healing you. It is painful for a moment, but then you're healed.
Thank you.
So I think you're next.
Oh,
You're the last one actually in the round
Oh, look
because
at
Jordan
that.
is concussed.
what do we got going on still?
But it just to be fair, there's no long-term damage from concussions. I just as the head of this table, I want to be very clear. There's no long-term
Tell
damage
the truth.
from no.
Tell the truth.
No, okay? You're trying to make this into a huge issue, Jordan, okay? There's nothing wrong with being concussed. There's no long-term problems that come from it, all right?
I don't think there's any research to prove that.
There's no
otherwise.
research.
None.
Well, and given Gideon's personality, it's clearly true.
Exactly.
So what do we got? We still got the 2, right?
Both of them are still up. One is very badly injured, though.
I will attempt to end the very badly injured one. Whoa.
See, now you're rolling good.
Here's a 10.
And you were
He
worried.
takes, what's that? 9.
9 damage for
Plus 1
sure.
piercing.
Well, yeah, you definitely destroy the warden. So you cleave it right in the middle. And
dog.
the robe just falls to the ground along with the mask, but there's nothing left.
Oh.
So they're like ghosts, maybe.
What?
Halloween style.
Right.
Halloween style.
Guys, these wardens are coming at us Halloween style.
Yeah, you actually
don't know what that
notice there's out of their yellow robes there's like candy corn that like flies out Halloween style.
I love candy
corn.
corn.
That's not happening.
It's so painful because it's so disgusting.
I'm gonna eat some of the candy corn.
It hurts because literally no person likes candy corn.
It took me forever to figure out why candy corn is called candy corn.
It's funny.
Why is that challenging? I don't mean to be a jerk, Stephen, but
Does kind of look like corn.
They don't look like corn at all.
They got the little
like
piece
corn.
that's
It's
attached
shaped
to the
exact-
cob, and
yeah.
then the piece.
if you were to
and
pluck
then-
that off of the cob, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Boy, Stephen, I'm sorry, man, but that's a very clear.
It's not something I'm proud of.
Man. Okay, so that is.
So one
hey,
dead.
good for you.
How do I open the front door?
Take
can
the
just walk down.
buzzer.
Yeah, you can open the. You can use the buzzer as well, but you can just walk down. Like,
But the front door is usually like locked.
oh, is it?
If there's no
It's like 50-50.
Okay. Well, there's a gray buzzer. Grab the gray buzzer. It looks like a garage door opener. Hey,
It is, in fact, a
thanks.
garage door opener.
Yeah, there you go. That'll open the gate. So thank you guys for watching us explain to Jordan how to open the gate at our studio.
You guys are getting
Struggling
a
to
real
open-
sneak peek
yeah.
behind the scenes.
Struggling
Yeah.
to open pretend doors and struggling to open real ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Today's
go full
episode
circle
brought to
here.
you by doors. Open them.
Open them if you can figure it out.
It is a real challenge.
We haven't had to close the door yet, and I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of, should we have closed any doors?
That's a good question that is too late to ask.
Just an existential crisis in the making.
Okay, so one warden down, one remaining. The remaining warden is now a little panicked at losing its partner, and just becomes a whirling dervish of steel and metal cloth.
Well, he's
and
still gonna be dragging his stupid friend's cloak around.
yeah, but that's not that heavy. It was heavy when it was like an actual corporeal.
But
not
it's
corporeal,
annoying.
Well, now
It
it's
is
heavy
annoying.
with
It is-
emotions, so
Oh,
that was his
grief.
friend.
It's heavy with grief now.
Yeah.
And in fact, its armor goes back up now that it can gracefully jump around again. It no longer is tethered to its friend. Everyone needs to make me a defy danger roll, probably dexterity, as just a tornado of swords and cloth is all around you.
Can I use Constitution?
I fail.
Can you use Constitution? Yeah, you can use Constitution.
Oh.
Well, it doesn't matter.
If we use Constitution, then I passed.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you can also use Constitution. So
Hot
you got
dog.
a 7?
I got an 8.
Oh, you got an 8. Okay.
Can I use?
I got a 6.
Okay.
Can I use wisdom to be where the blades are not?
Sure. Yeah, you're predicting the future.
You didn't do good.
No.
That's a 6, though.
I got a 6 too.
Okay, so a couple of 6s.
We were both real close.
You guys, this might legitimately kill me.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Don't die.
Okay, so so you got hit, and you partially got hit. So you roll me 2d6 and take the lower of the two.
Alrighty. Whoop.
Oh.
Wow.
5.
You do get armor for it, so it's not too bad actually.
4 then.
Oh, then I'm good.
Oh, well, if you're fine
Now
then.
you
oh,
have
my
that
apologies.
extra armor now.
Okay, you are going to. I shouldn't have had him do that. Too late now. Okay, so you're going to roll a d6 damage.
Okay.
You can use your armor on it.
Sweet.
And same.
Hey,
So that's only
that's
one.
one.
Yeah.
That's 1.
That's great. You're fine.
Yeah. How many hit points you have left?
I have 4 of 19.
Oh, so you're in great shape. Everything's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Jordan, so one warden taken down by Tenna Lee, because nobody does it like Tenna Lee.
Because there were 2,
Nobody
right? And then,
does. Nobody does.
Nobody does it like Tenna Lee.
so how many wardens are we facing?
One
right now?
remaining, and now it's dancing around just as quickly as it was before. Now that it's no longer tethered to
Sort of
to its
furious, like
friend. Real furious.
Yeah.
Like real
Fast.
ragey. Like, where did it get those steroids?
like panicky rage.
Yeah, panicky rage. So it fast and furiously slices you, or attempts to slice at you. You can
Which,
make it
like, Fast and Furious are we talking? Like, early, where it's like,
We're talking too
too
fast.
fast, too furious.
oh, damn.
So yeah, it's still
Today is
worth
also brought to you by Vin
watching.
Diesel.
Yeah, it's still worth watching. You need to make me a defy danger dexterity.
Oh.
You're fine.
7, 8,
Look at
9.
you.
Okay, you still take damage.
Yep.
But it's 2d6, the lower of the two.
All right.
Not again.
Thank you, Matt, for healing Pithka for 1.
Hey!
Yay.
It's like I never got hit.
All right.
It is.
Lower of the 2, right?
Lower of the two.
Well, thank God. I'm down to 1.
Hit point?
1 amazing hit point.
Oh, Lord.
Which is enough to be alive.
Out of 15, because I know you care about
I
that.
do care about that.
I know what I'm doing.
You have a lot of work in front of you, Stephen, and it seems like you are falling behind.
Okay, you
It's
know
not-
what?
I'm not-
Too real.
Not your
Too
fault.
real.
I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying there is more work than you can possibly.
It's probably the other cleric in the party's fault, right?
Yeah.
I think I was misthinking. about
Yeah,
that.
there's only one cleric, so I guess it's all your job to heal all of these people all the time.
It's like I never left home.
Stop doing other things.
No, it's really like I never left home.
Yeah. Listen, Stephen, we needed you to take care of all of our problems.
How we've survived this long without a cleric.
Yeah, it's insane, actually. I think the part of the problem is you guys maybe got a little lazy because you have a cleric. You're like, let's just touch this door. He can heal us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, so yeah.
Well, we've never been like big into the self-preservation game.
No, that's not your gig.
No.
All right,
Okay,
who's up
one,
first
I need
in
to
this
make.
round?
Well, me.
Okay.
First, I make a new appointment with my psychiatrist because I need to talk about boundaries again, and then I'm going to use cure moderate wounds on you.
Yay!
That is a 10.
Okay, great. You've been rolling really well on your heal checks.
I know. Okay,
Oh,
borrow
yep.
D- Thank you.
I feel like you should just keep that D8.
Yeah, probably. Heal 7.
Oh, right. That's huge.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gideon, heal 1 hit point from Matt. And
Miles,
Pandanin also heal 1 hit point. Sorry, Pandanin heals you for. Oh boy.
Panda didn't heal a hit point?
Oh my god, there's a Pandanin in here now.
There's some sort of information Sean's trying to tell you.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm back up to 10, so I'm...
Here's what you have to understand. Sax provides information to me on this screen, and if it is ever provided in a way other than the most default possible information, I will become wildly confused and mix it up horribly. Here's what he wrote. Now, any normal person could figure this out. 2 total hit points for Gideon from Matt and Pandanin. That is not how I said it to you.
No.
Nope. In fact, what he wrote,
Very
if you had
simple.
just literally
Yeah.
Would've been
read
very
what he
simple.
wrote
Yeah.
on the
Yes.
screen,
That would have been pretty.
That was elegantly written.
Yeah.
That's good copy.
Yeah, but instead I saw that and I was like, okay, wait, hold on, I can figure this
You
out.
have to separate these two.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, you guys are the bomb.
yeah. Thank you, Chad.
no matter how much Sean fucks up what you do, we love you.
You know, I'm gonna put this on the copy, man. That is real. That's very confusing copy. It's hard to understand what is trying to be said by that. It's just very confusing. So, and yeah, maybe I could have done it better. Maybe I could have done it
You know
better
what?
That's a big maybe.
Next time.
next time. All right. So, good work, chat, for trying to save this fucking shitstorm.
Hey,
But
we're
it's
doing great.
it's honestly
We-
it's a lost cause.
No one has hit 0 hit points yet.
I just
Not
want to
this
say,
session.
chat, it's a lost cause. Just donate to me and let's just clean this thing out. Who wants to go next? Who's next?
I'm gonna telekinetically strike that. What are they called? Warden.
Warden.
No, you're not.
No.
Still not gonna happen.
Take an experience.
Mark XP.
Guys, I'm definitely gonna level up.
Hot dog.
I don't know that you are. What is going to happen
What do we need?
is
7 plus level? Plus current level?
yeah, exactly 7 plus current level to reach your next level.
I'm close.
But even if he has enough XP, I don't know if he's going to make it. Yeah, I mean that's really the problem here. So the warden actually grabs a hold of. So you offer up a telekinetic strike. And just nothing happens. And while you're wildly flailing, the warden is like spinning and charging towards you, and you're like, any second it's gonna come out and
This is because my brain was singed.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You have a lot of scar tissue on the surface of your brain now, and a lot of those connections, your synapses aren't quite firing like they normally do. So
It's time to bring back the running joke of my dad probably would have stayed if I was a better D&D.
Something like that.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
So the warden just comes in and just, one-handed, sticks you with a scimitar right in your gut. I don't think you can survive this, but its damage is a D8 plus 2, so...
Do I get armor?
You do get armor for it.
Oh.
Just
6.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
You're at -1.
I'm a negative
you're-
1.
Oh, so that's not that bad. I thought you were a lot closer to death.
What is death in?
I thought negative.
0. There is no negatives. You die in Dungeon World at 0. So.
But he gets.
Then why'd you word it like that?
But how does
Well,
that
but I
work?
just thought I thought
be,
the
like,
rolling
way
was a
down.
futile exercise.
Right, right.
No,
I
I
didn't
could have
realize how-
survived
Yeah.
that roll.
Yeah,
That's
if
kind
you
of what
did-
I was surprised by.
So how does? I don't
He
think
gets a
this is
chance.
The first time
he
that
gets
this
he
is,
gets a chance to survive.
Oh boy.
He gets
Okay.
one
I don't know
chance.
how
him or
death
anything, or-
works.
No.
You guys get to meet what did we name him?
Kiganis. Yeah,
Kiganis, yes.
is the lord of
Kiganis.
death in Athos. So you get an unmodified 2d6 roll, which does not happen right now. It's going to happen on your next round. So because things can change. Somebody
feel
could
bad that I
roll
got
some
killed.
resounding success
Yeah.
that might.
No,
resurrect
you shouldn't.
Probably not. Don't count on anything to save you before then, but you never know. So, who is next? You see your friend just slump over this blade and then fall to the ground.
Oh, dear.
Very clearly dead.
Can I pour a healing potion down his throat?
No.
Okay.
He is very clearly dead.
Okay. Well, I will try to kill this last warden then.
Yeah. Good call.
10.
Okay, 10. Roll your damage.
Tenna.
Tenna! That ain't even a government 10.
Oh no,
Oh.
that's not true because the minimum damage I can roll on my dice is a 3.
Okay, 3 plus 1
Plus one
piercing. Okay. All right, so you do. Okay, so it takes damage, but it looks like it's in very good shape.
So, as I see Pithka go down, I'm gonna yell Pithka, and then just launch at him and try and blow him up with my explosive glove.
Okay, so you
What?
attack with your explosive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not me,
warden.
the warden.
Okay, wording.
Still an important thing for you to realize. He has explosives in his gloves that he slaps people with.
Yeah.
You remember how he has one hand that only has 3 fingers? Yeah.
Oh.
It all
Actually, I've changed it,
Sure.
so now I punch him.
Oh,
and
it's on the back
does
side of
trigger
the-
plate and then
That's right.
launches a.
Yeah, because he was smart enough to realize having explosives in the palm of your hand when you slap somebody can cause problems.
It's like the bomb mask, Majora's Mask. It's just terrible.
Yeah,
It's just not a good
It was
mask.
useful only if you didn't have any bombs left, I guess. All right. 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
So,
Bless.
success with qualifiers.
Success with qualifiers. So you run up to the warden, and the warden actually. So as you get in close, you slap you punch the warden, and your explosives go off into the warden. But the warden actually does pull out cuffs and cuff both of your hands together, and then throw you off to the side.
Hockey?
All you know is you're handcuffed, you're bound, and thrown off to the side of the room. But you do deal your damage first.
Okay. So that's a D8 for my hack and slash, and then a D6 for the explosion. So.
Wow.
Man.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, so I'll give you the one damage because
We
it's
need
an
to rearrange
explosion
this
that'll
room. The
pierce.
feng shui is just throwing everything off.
Oh boy, this may be the end of season 2. It is not how I expected it, but
But these wardens, they're buffed.
they are buffed. But still,
It's
the
because I-
rolls have not
it's
been
because I showed up.
extremely
Buffy the PC
strong.
Slayer.
Yeah, Buffy the PC. Boy,
Yep. That one.
I can't talk.
Wow.
Can I try
This
fry?
is the end of PC culture right here.
This is the end of PC culture, guys. In case you're wondering, I'm just trying to make Athos great again.
Yeah.
And so I just want to end PC culture. Oh, is that gross? Fucking vote, hippies. All right.
Go live in a commune.
I'm trying not to. I'm really trying not to, but it is a very attractive idea. There are a lot of things about commune living that sound great.
I agree.
IC.org, in case you're interested. They're called intentional communities. So people in chat, if you're looking to live in that kind of a lifestyle, you can. It's IC.org. Anyway, who's next? Have you gone yet?
I don't know if I have.
I don't think you have.
No.
Holy shit. Sorry.
Holy shit.
Coming at you.
Our
Okay.
producer just said, "Holy shit!" We should all be very panicked.
Yeah, you should all be very worried. But in the
Uh,
meantime,
apparently, invoking the god of death was a bad idea.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Keganis.
wow.
This-
Keganis, thank you.
I'm never coming back.
Thank you so much. Do your thing, Stephen.
I don't want to.
Do your thing. You have very little time.
Okay.
Oh God.
Can I reach him at all?
You absolutely can reach him.
How hurt are you?
I'm at 10. I'm still at 10. I think I'm okay.
You're at 10. You're
I have 13.
okay.
Well, I guess I'm not as
I'm gonna
okay.
go ahead and hack and slash.
Okay.
That is an 8.
Okay. That's good enough for government work. An 8 is a government 10.
It's a government 10.
Yep.
Government 10.
My favorite joke of this whole.
That is 3.
Okay. All right. Unfortunately,
Oh, great.
God, it's back up to its full armor, so that doesn't seem to affect it.
Plus 1 piercing. Forgot.
Okay, so you do affect it, but it still seems to have a lot of hit points left. It counter strikes you and does a D8 damage, a D8 plus 2 damage back to you in return. So 4 damage back to you. You can use your armor if you have any.
Hot dog.
Okay, so that's the end of that round. Oh boy. Okay, so in this small corridor. Sorry, I'm not going to have you go yet because
No, understandably.
in this very small corridor, as you get thrown off to the side, you're actually very easily thrown off to the side, and you feel much lighter
Oh no!
because apparently the warden has grabbed 2 of the bombs out of your jacket and just throws them to the ground, and they both explode. So Keganis, thank you for the donation. Da bomb times 2.
Oh my God!
So I need you to, Jordan. I need you to roll me 4d10 damage, which everyone in the area is going to take,
Except me.
except well. Sure, okay. If you want to look at it that way, yeah, you avoid this damage.
You know, I gotta have some hope.
You have to have some hope.
Gotta have
Keganis
faith,
is just,
faith,
I think
faith.
Keganis is just setting
Do you need another
appointments.
D8?
Got him.
At this
I'm gonna
point,
go ahead and spend my ooze just to get myself back up to max, just to maybe.
to have a chance.
Whose was this?
That was, I think, came out of the box.
Yeah, I think it was just a.
It was a box D8.
It's random.
All right.
It's a random.
40-10. Let's do 4 ones, everybody.
Yeah.
10,
That
18, 19, 21.
Oh my goodness
Okay,
gracious.
21.
Woo!
Do you have how many?
I survived.
You survive. Okay. How many hit points do you have remaining?
1.
1. Okay. Oh, Keganis. Fucking Keganis. Okay,
What do you
I'm
do?
gonna. I'm
Before
gonna.
the roll, by the way.
Okay, I'm gonna.
No.
Okay, I'm going to hold off on that for just a moment, stylistically. Okay, so how far below 0 does that take you?
Me?
Yeah.
It was 21.
Yeah.
Takes me 11 below 0.
Okay, I want you to write down -11 for me. How about you?
I have 13 hit points left, so someone do math for me.
How much total was it? 21?
21.
-8.
So you're at -8.
All right.
And you just straight up survive it. With 1 hit point remaining. Okay.
Yes, that's amazing. That's really amazing.
So between the two of you, that's -19.
Yep.
Okay. So, as these, you
And
see the bombs
How
drop.
much does it do to the warden?
The warden's done. Yeah,
That
21.
was a bad choice for him to make.
Yeah, well, the
To
warden.
throw 2 bombs down
well,
at his
the
own
warden. The warden was doing his or
His
her
job.
job to just stop the threat. Like, if it can kill you guys, then it's a good sacrifice. So the bombs are just about to go off, and you see your cleric, all of a sudden this dark, slick black ooze just come out of his eyes, his ears, even his mouth, and just gets covered by this black ooze for a moment. Looks almost like the creature that killed Tasha Yar, if anybody's a Next Generation fan.
Yes.
Just gets covered in this black ooze for a moment, and then the ooze just retreats back into his body.
Ew.
This
Thank God
dark,
somebody killed
slick,
Tasha Yar, though, right?
right?
I mean,
good.
talk about a one.
Well, it depends on what timeline we're talking about, because there is a timeline where she has a child.
All right.
Yeah, but we got Worf. Like, I mean, such a good deal out of that whole situation. Anyway, but the ooze retreats then back into Aodhan's body and completely healed from that. At which point the bomb goes off. Also, before the bomb goes off, there's a just mist, like a roiling mist comes out of the ground and heals both of you. You get healed for 12 hit points, and you get healed for 9 hit points.
Oh.
Yeah, so thank you, Kiganis, for the healing.
Take it away.
At which point, then the bomb goes off, leaving all of
Right.
you're at 1 hit point, right?
Yes.
One.
So leaving all of you at 1 hit point.
Okay. I like it.
There's a little more there, Rand.
There's a little more there.
Oh, no.
Okay, so, and actually I kind of, I did the math incorrectly. So Kiganis did not heal enough to save you totally, but Farquaad gives you +1 healing right before the bomb goes off
Yeah,
to keep you alive.
We are being played with like toys.
Toys.
Well,
Guys, are you aware what show you're
No
on?
strings
Oh,
to
I
hold
get
me down.
you actually feel the dark embrace of Kiganis, and you hear the whisper of Kiganis in your head, all of you. The warden is dead, and we're going to deal with Pithka now. So
Pithka,
Pithka
live,
gets to
Pithka.
make a last breath roll, which, unfortunately, in Dungeon World, there's no modifier.
Nope.
You just roll 2d6 and hope for a 10 or above. The only way you survive straight up is a 10 or above.
If anybody wants to donate a reroll, now is really the time to do it.
Do it. Please.
Sax, may I borrow the perfectly balanced D6?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what we want for this.
That is, yeah.
What are these officially called?
They're called gravity dice.
Gravity
They are
dice.
Awesome.
Hold on, let me go to the dice.
God,
case
I'm
so we
so
can see
into them.
unbox those. Here, take them out. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, Scott will do the
These
honors
are
since he's
gravity
gonna be the one
dice.
rolling.
They're perfectly balanced, so we can't blame the dice.
Yeah, you can't blame the
Nope.
dice.
I can blame the dice.
Yeah, so you'll have gravity dice. So this is a last breath roll. So Scott needs to roll a 10 or higher on this to survive. If you know much about like the curve of 2d6, 10 and above, very difficult to roll without a modifier. Most results are going to fall in that 7 range.
Pithka.
Let's hope for a 10 or
I was
higher.
asking for us to vamp so that a reroll might be purchased.
I'm vamping. I have been vamping.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll give you one last little bit of vamping before Scott rolls.
Vamping?
So Scott's character is run through, slumps to the ground. This explosion then goes off, like right next
to me. It was the guy that ran me through
He's
this.
lying on the ground.
Any hope that he might have been okay after the sword running through, the bomb is like, well, I guess not. You see Pithka, you see for the first time, you actually see, so Pithka is clearly unconscious and dead. And you actually see Pitka's eyes open, and for the first time it looks like Pithka is actually seeing everything and like recognizing things in the room, and then slumps over again. You can roll your
That's so sad.
last breath.
Oh my god.
That's
amazing.
That's why we play this
That
game.
is amazing.
Oh, I need to sing right after that.
Oh my god.
Gravity dice.
Gravity dice.
Gravity dice!
I'm buying a pair of those.
Wow.
Woo! I got the vapors.
Woo!
Oh man, that was scary.
To Chap's credit, every person at Chap checks their XP to see if they can manage to reroll.
Oh,
And
thank
we'll
you,
do that.
Chap.
Love you guys.
we got you covered this time.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
That was hardcore.
We've seen maybe 2 rolls all day that were 10 and above.
Oh, easily the best roll of the day. I don't
Yeah.
think you got any.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We,
Natural
we
11.
had 10 and above with modifiers.
Right.
Yeah.
Modifiers.
We have not had anything just be
we
A
haven't.
straight 11?
No.
That's a crazy roll. That's a
That's
crazy
fucking
roll.
amazing.
That doesn't happen.
That was so good.
No.
All right.
That was a miracle, and I want you to acknowledge it.
I will actually acknowledge it. So Pithka actually, so you do actually, for a brief moment before losing consciousness, you do actually see the room, you see the warden, you see the explosion happening, and you lose consciousness. And for a moment, you actually see the visage of Kiganis. You see the Overwatch Reaper face, which some people say looks like a barn owl, but it's not.
He's supposed to be a barn owl.
You see, you just see this black void with the white skull mask face in front of you, and you just hear the whisper, "Kiganis saves you," which is not true. You did it on your own. But
I was trying to take credit.
yeah, but Kiganis saves you, and he says, "You are not done yet. You will be the one that kills Yenin."
Oh!
Not sure how that's gonna happen, but that's what you hear.
And I would like to point out that from the beginning, we knew I was sleeping with Cecilia at some point, so I couldn't be dead yet.
So it's got to
That's
it's gotta happen
true.
at some point.
That's
oh yeah.
true.
yeah,
Well, unless that
might not have
vision
seen
is
this.
incorrect.
Nope.
He met
I don't have
another
incorrect
fortune teller,
visions.
Okay, fair
And
enough.
she
and
also
they both
had
like were
had
immediately
that
like,
vision.
oh, Pithka, Cecilia, because they know at some point in the future they hook up.
And he doesn't call.
And he doesn't
And
call.
I'm writing a sketch about it right now. Like, I've got the outline
It's
already.
so
not-
funny.
So,
Such a funny premise.
so we knew that I couldn't die right
Yeah,
then.
you
So,
know. It's good logic, Scott. I like that.
Okay. So you guys are all alive at 1 hit point. So the party has 4 hit points. I am.
All right, I'm gonna set off a bomb. I don't. That's a joke.
But
That's a joke.
seriously
It's a
though,
joke.
this was all spurred on by Matt deciding to drop a bomb in the middle of like the mission giving part with Yenin. So instead of things happening how they were supposed to, they happened very differently. Very differently.
That's why I like playing characters who are catalysts, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to play a character who's like, let's be cautious and move forward. Like, I like things happening.
Yeah. Yeah, let's happen it.
hey,
Let's happen it.
let's happen it.
So you find yourself.
Macy says, like,
Oh boy, poor Sislak. Maybe he'll come back someday.
hey, he is with his boyfriend in the afterlife. Leave him be.
Oh, what was his name?
Steve.
Steve. Was it Steve?
Sislak and Steve.
It's such a like simple name.
Yeah.
I mean, like for a fantasy setting.
I know, right?
Steve. Oh boy, what a
Steve the Bard.
Steve the Bard.
Steve the Bar.
Well, because he had a follower that died very like he had a talent that he could choose which would give him followers, and I offered him. I'm kind of a jerk. He had this like really terrible situation that he was in. I was like, all right, I'll let you get out of this situation, but you have to lose 2 of your 3 followers that you just got from your talent that you got leveling up. And he's like, okay. And so I was like, all right, you lose this one and this one. He's like, oh no, not Steve. And it like, so Justin, Sislak was like, always trying to find a follower named Steve, like
was a bard.
that was a bard to like fill in and be the Steve that he got killed. It was really sad, and he never was able to replace Steve.
That was Justin's character?
That was Justin Baker's character. Yep. And then eventually Sislak died in the campaign. Was not able to manage his last breath roll, and
so they reunited.
Oh man,
Yes.
I am still just like
And it's canon,
fucking
they were
rolling
close,
on the high of
Oh, man.
Pithka.
That was
Yeah.
fucking
Making
amazing.
a last
That was-
breath.
yeah. Okay. So you guys are now in the. You're in the clear.
I
These
go ahead and vomit up
wardens-
some blood.
Yeah.
Get that out of my system.
Everyone does that. So yeah, you find
Guys,
yourselves.
there's a moment where we're all like, we're alive! Yay!
All of us are just
I had a
like,
mouthful of
hold
jokes
on,
here.
let me stuff my intestines back into my body really
All right,
quick.
all right, hold still.
Anybody have
Hold
anything to
still.
stuff in all these cuts?
Yeah, stuff in your cuts. Hey, that's what you use poultices for.
That's how poultices work.
All right, you hold still.
Don't burn me.
10 for a cure moderate wounds.
Okay.
Does it burn less because it was a 10?
It does burn less, but it still
D8,
burns.
please.
It's imagine what it would feel like if you had like massive.
Nice.
Cure
Wow. 11.
That's good.
Imagine you've got this massive internal wound.
back up to 7.
And just somebody decided to pour hydrogen peroxide inside of you. So it burns like that. So not like as
You
bad, but-
retconned me, all right? I want on record. It wasn't always like this.
No, it wasn't always like this. But you've gotten much more powerful. You're now like the head of the fire cleric church in the city.
Yeah,
You are
by default.
Well, that's true. But still,
Well,
you have that power. Yeah. So do you want to heal anybody else?
That's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Probably a good time for it.
You're last.
All right. Fair enough.
That makes sense. You did.
All right, another 10.
This is what happens when you hit level 6, guys. You roll 7s and they turn it. You have a +3 modifier.
It's pretty great.
Fancy.
Cure 9.
Thanks.
Can you heal yourself?
Yeah, I
'Cause
heal
you
myself
should.
every time I
Oh,
cast.
nice.
Yeah.
I'm already back up to 13.
Right.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
Do we have any survivors?
None of the prisoners are in bad shape because they were way back from all of this. So
Are
they didn't
you
get hit by the
sure you
bomb.
guys don't need any healing?
One of them is like.
I'm only at 12 of
One of them is
19.
like, my thumb kind of hurts.
They just imagine
was
what they
Splinter.
saw in this whole thing.
Yeah.
These shades like fought us and stuff, and then it was just like, and everyone was gone, and we all just like,
You're like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Being an adventurer looks
that
like it
makes sense.
sucks.
We're
less
gonna
successful.
get successful. So no more cure moderate wounds.
All right. Cure moderate wounds is gone. You want to try and cure light wounds?
That's the plan.
All right.
But that doesn't do damage to me, does it?
Wow, this makes so much sense.
Okay, I'm gonna give you my healing potion.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I do think I have a poultice.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Plenty of uses left?
One use left on my poultice.
Okay, great.
So healing 10, right? For healing
Yeah.
potion?
So actually, so you drink the potion, and then stuff the poultice in your cuts, and you are healed back up to full. Actually,
Oh, all right.
you stuff it in your cuts.
That's how they work.
Yep.
Please stop saying that.
Nope.
Nope. Stuff it in your cuts.
It gets said every week.
You can also eat and smoke it.
Yes.
Smoke it.
Smoke it,
Usually we
eat
stuff it in your cuts.
Stuff it in your cuts.
Yep. Smoke it, eat it, stuff it in your cuts.
Which have we ever
Poultices.
explained where that comes?
Please do.
For
I
me
guess so,
and the
yeah.
audience at home.
Well, no, chat gets it.
Chat gets it.
Yeah.
So, if you're familiar with the little movie called Lord of the Rings,
okay.
Samwise
indie film.
Gamgee
Oh.
Yeah.
is at one point he's like potatoes.
Boil them, mash
Flush
them,
'em,
stick them in a stew.
So we've decided that with poultices,
Well, because someone didn't know what poultices was. It was like, what is a poultice? And we were like, poultices. You know?
You know?
I'm not gonna lie, I hadn't heard that word
Poultices.
we were looking for today.
Really?
Yeah.
eat them, smoke them, stuff them in your cuts.
Okay.
Now you know.
Now I know.
It's a real tangential reference. Like it's
It
not.
doesn't really
It
like.
doesn't land.
No, it doesn't. It
In fact,
definitely.
I'm pretty sure chat doesn't enjoy
It was a
but-
reach, but I appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay. So, so you have all these prisoners now, and it looks like the way forward is clear. You see one final one final archway, about 10 feet. Once you step past the doorway that you blew up and get into that room, it's just a small holding room, and you see an archway with a door. The archway is covered in runes.
Okay. I think it's probably fair to say I don't have any bombs left at this point.
You do not.
Because there's no reason I would have that many bombs on me.
Yeah.
Got some grenades.
You do have some grenades.
But they different.
Yeah, they different. So yeah, you just see a door with a handle on it and runes on this stone archway.
Can we
Let's
hit 'em?
not touch this door.
All right.
We got
But you can hit them.
I'm gonna try to read them.
Sword.
Okay.
Oh, that's fine. We can do that first if you want.
That is
8.
an 8.
It looks like these runes are specifically designed to keep the Sorcerer King out.
Oh.
Are any of y'all Sorcerer Kings?
Wait a minute. So this is like protection from the Sorcerer King here?
The only thing you know is these runes keep Sorcerer Kings from crossing.
So
That's got to be why he needed our help.
we thought they put them here. We thought Sorcerer King put us here, but if he couldn't even have come in, that's strange.
Didn't we cover this earlier when I was like,
That it didn't make
couldn't get
sense.
that it didn't make sense that we had all of our
We did.
gear?
We did.
There has to be a way he can send people into the prison, though. Because Sorcerer Kings have put everybody in here.
You noticed that you didn't see any Templars in here. Everyone in here is against the Sorcerer King in some, whether it's because
And
they're
we have
criminal
an
or,
orc in here.
and there is an orc in here, which orcs are supposed to be.
Very extinct.
Yeah. You also see, actually, I really meant to include this. I'm very sorry. Also a gnome.
What?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Why is there
A
this
gnome
short
and an
person
orc.
Look at
here?
this fucked up looking halfling.
Yeah, that's yeah. You're like, this is a weird looking halfling. And he tells you like, I'm a gnome.
Please continue that voice. That's my favorite.
Yeah, I
thing.
really
Yeah,
wanted
gnome
him to just be
voices
like,
What
are
strange
gnome
language is
voices
he-
never
Yeah.
get old.
I just want him to be like, I'm a gnome, you dickhead.
I'm a gnome. My name is Ruckus.
Is there a kinder in the mix?
adorable.
We like casually push off the platform.
What's that?
Is there a kinder in the mix? We like casually push off the platform.
Yes.
Fuck you,
Yeah.
kinders.
Yeah, a kinder actually, kinder
Let's be
runs
friends.
up
Tries
to
to
you and
steal
like
something. We just like pick it up. And
a kinder actually runs up, steals a fucking bomb from you, and because that's what kinder do, they steal things, and it's adorable. And he's like playing with it off in the corner and just murders himself.
Question of the day.
canon.
Has anyone ever liked kinders? Ever?
No.
Have you ever met anyone who like, oh, I love kinders?
The
They-
only
they
experience
seem
I've
like-
ever had with kinder is they just make it not fun to play with them.
Yeah.
It's just not fun to have one
I
in a
am
party.
determined to one day play a Kender who has all of the bad things, but is still somehow not annoying.
I'm sure that's what every
Good
Kinder
luck.
player always says.
That's the thing is
Well,
everybody
notice
has the
I've
best
never
intentions.
tried.
Yeah, he hasn't
Haven't
unlocked that
tried.
puzzle yet. Yeah, that's.
But
the
I'm
problem.
like,
It's- I
You
mean,
just have like a room in your apartment full of like notes and strings attached to them. Like,
Right.
I can crack it.
he's trying to crack that
It
code.
just looks like some sort
The
of
Kinder-
sociopath layer.
the Kinder code.
The Kinder code.
Always just followed NBC.
Okay,
All right. So we've got this last door.
you've got this last door right in front of you.
I mean, I think we just gotta
Tiganus
go
heals
through.
Tenna,
Yeah.
Aodhan, and Pithka for 1 each.
Hey,
Ooh.
thanks.
Lucky 13 of 19 now.
I'm back up to 14.
Yeah, so this door basically just says, in layman's terms, Sorcerer Kings, no. No. That's what it says.
Well, can we just
No.
open it then?
Possibly, but I want to write down these runes.
That's an idea I like.
Okay, make me a charisma check. This is, I mean, yeah, this is not easy.
Can I help?
That is a 10.
Yeah, you copy them down.
So now we can just say Sorcerer Kings, no.
I mean, it's not quite that simple, but you know how to replicate these runes now.
But we could still like this could be very useful for like a Veil
In
of
the
Alliance
future.
type thing. And I mean, even
Can
if
we
we're not like trying to tear
put
down
them on
unit
the
all time,
entranceway of the
like,
city
if
so
we
that
had
a new
areas or,
sorcerer
like, a
king
council
can't come
that
in?
you could not influence.
Well, we tried having council once upon a time.
Sure, but if that council like met in a
Met in a
that-
place that said Sorcerer Kings, no.
No. They might still be around today.
So the question though is, who's opening the door?
I'll open the door.
Oh.
You sure you want to do that, buddy?
Yeah, no, I'll open the door.
Okay.
I have no idea what I'm rolling.
I don't either. You just
I
reach
can't
forward and
cure
you
you.
just reach forward. You just reach forward, turn the knob.
Please tell me the
Okay.
camera caught
I
that.
need to respect the fact that you rolled. Okay, so you reach forward, turn the knob, and then pull, and the door does not open.
I will
You
walk
pull again. He pulls a third time, and then finally you push, and it's a push door.
Well then.
Well, so I failed that pretty hard.
Yeah, so you pull.
That
Oh,
was super
push.
embarrassing for you.
There was a sign that said push, and he just couldn't tell
He's blind.
because he's blind.
Yep.
And we don't have Braille anymore, so really it's society's fault.
Wait, he's blind and illiterate, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, I can't even read Braille if it's there.
Well-
I'm just like, what are all these bumps?
As I will say, as a sociology major, there is actually a famous, I can't remember their name now, so I guess not that famous, but there's a sociologist who basically proposed that the problem with having a disability isn't the disability itself, but the disability is exacerbated by the society that chooses not to allow you to exist within it. So it is true, not having Braille is an active choice that we make in Athos to hurt our blind friends.
There you go.
Anyway, that's a radical sociological concept that I brought to you for the day.
Universal design.
Universal
Gets
design.
rid of all of those problems.
Yeah. So anyway, you open the door, and the bright or the disgusting orange sun, the dying sun of Athos greets you above you as you step out into the world.
Man.
It's disgusting.
Is
out here.
Yenin floating above?
Yenin is in
Ugh,
fact,
so humid.
well, no, Yenin is
The very wet heat.
Yenin is actually not present, and also it's not the same vision that you had before. You actually see that this leads into just kind of a courtyard inside of Yenin's palace, and you see the palace, just kind of the palace grounds here. And no, you do not see Yenin, but you do see a cadre of Templars in front of you. All just standing at attention.
All right, I stand up. It's like, all right, we got you your army. Now hold up your side of the bargain.
One of the Templars steps forward and throws a bag of currency at you.
Bag of bits.
Bag of bits.
Bag of bits. I guess we take it, right? Well, I don't know if we did. Is that we agree? Did we agree to anything, or did he explode?
We were going to, but then some people.
We just explode.
Hold on. What happened? What was the deal?
That's what happened.
Well, that's the thing. As I was explaining to you that Yenin was begging and that you might be able to extract some concessions out of
And
him.
then we were like,
literally
anyway,
everything
we'll
exploded.
Go. Oh, that's
You didn't
right.
even agree. Yeah,
That's right.
it's just literally the room, or sorry, the building exploded.
That's right.
The,
Wonderful.
the third inn exploded.
The third inn
Actually,
exploded.
I'm gonna ignore the bag of bits and be like, we didn't do this for money. We did it for the good of the people of the city.
Yeah.
I did it for money.
And you take some
I
money.
want to take some of them and fund some more subversive art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
It's working. It's working, you guys.
So a main Templar steps forward and says, "It's good to see you. We weren't sure if you were.
We were
weren't
dead.
exactly sure what was going to happen
It
there."
got a little hairy in there.
Yeah,
We
we're
were
not
dead.
even sure how we got there.
Yenin was almost dead. Yenin, we had to patch him up. We had to rush him back and patch him up. He was in very bad shape.
I almost killed Yenin. By accident. Fixed a chat.
So you just get like giant anime sparkle eyes in the back. It's like,
Gideon, dreams really can come true. One day.
One day we'll kill him.
I've never seen Yenin so
You're a
badly
man.
injured, if I'm being honest. It was a scary day for the Empire, for the city. We didn't know what to do. He was unconscious for 2 days.
And how did we
When
get
he came
into
to-
the prison?
When he came to, he ordered you to be sent down. So you were. Yenin actually himself took you down there.
what?
Oh, sorry. To be clear, he forcefully teleported you down there.
Oh.
It was unclear if you could survive that process. He wasn't sure if it would work, but he did know that there was a chance it wouldn't kill you. Yeah, there was a chance it wouldn't kill you, so it was a chance we took.
Good buddy of mine, Yenin, good old Yenin. Good.
He did everything. He did everything in his power to make the ritual as safe as possible, because he didn't want to kill you with the teleportation.
Well, whatever was done, we survived, and we've got your army of convicts.
And the important thing is, you have the convicts.
Yeah, they're literally right behind us.
Oh, they're like streaming out of the doors.
Yeah.
Good. That's what matters, because I didn't want to get into that. So they're here, so it doesn't matter. Good. Good. That's and also that you're alive. That's the second most important thing.
This is the second time we released convicts from a prison.
Yeah.
That's true.
The first time we were not actively part of that process, though.
There actually might have been a few times, depending on how you define prison.
Season 1 also released prisoners from the prison.
We
did that a lot.
We released an ancient Kotal, Cotil,
Quaddle, yeah.
Quaddle. We released an ancient Quaddle that was being held in a temple by runes.
The champions of
Rajat. The champions of Regat.
That was really where
Rajat.
really where I was going with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess that's it. So that's like 3 sets of prisoners.
No, you, my sweet summer children. Oh, you poor things.
The Templar actually, the Templar starts directing some of the other Templars to different sections of the courtyard, and starts divvying up the prisoners based on what it looks like they'd be good at combat-wise. Giving the orcs or the orc heavy armor, and giving the insane sociopathic elf like daggers, stuff like that.
He enjoys them a little too much.
The elf is ecstatic for this. The elf is very happy to be out of the prison. At that, you actually hear commotion. Not commotion. You hear not explosions. I guess you just hear crumbling. You hear the sound of stone hitting stone
as like rams are being brought to the
wall, and all of the Templars react and they say, "All right, no time. Let's just go." So the Templars just go running out with their convict troops, and at that point, Yenin does come out and hails you. Well, here we go, friends. Defending the legendary free city of Tyr. Oh, you see Yenin. Yenin is bandaged.
Yeah.
And also, Yenin is now, unfortunately, because of for whatever reason, he is full on magma. Like he has the magma skin, the cracked black and orange magma skin.
It's different
that he's been hiding
his defiler.
Yeah. For a while, but now he has it showing for whatever reason. He doesn't. He's not hiding it currently. But he's bandaged up all over.
No energy to keep up his facade.
Hello, friends. I think one of you has seen me like this before.
It's been a while.
It's good to see you, Aodhan. I'm glad you were able to survive this whole ordeal.
Don't worry about it. You know me, buddy.
I'm scrappy.
I want you to know that what happened was not my doing. He was the one that did this.
It was just a contingency plan.
Your contingency plan almost killed all of us.
Almost.
It's not the first time his contingency plan has almost killed
We
all of
almost
us.
die a lot.
It's sort of part of the package, honestly.
Part of the reason I don't leave the monastery too often.
Well, the grounds are looking very nice, though.
Yes.
We've had lots of workers upgrading constantly. It's a beautiful building. I want to thank you for taking care of it. If at any point you don't want to be in charge anymore, or if you'd like somebody else to take over, I have somebody waiting to go at a moment's notice, and they can take over if you are no longer enjoying. I'm sorry?
Who?
It's just a hand-picked fire cleric who's up and coming, very young, but they seem interested in. To me, they've got a good mind for that type of thing. So if you don't want to do it anymore, I have somebody willing to step in.
No,
But I owe some amount of loyalty to you, so I want you to be able to continue running it if you like.
Thank you, Yenin.
You're welcome.
Very generous of you.
You're welcome. I'll send some more donations your way for the church.
Great.
I apologize. I'm sure the Templars told you there was a thing that I did which may not have worked out well for you, but after you tried to murder me, I felt like I was well within my rights to teleport you down into that dungeon.
Well, not that I would be 100% against that sort of thing, but you should know it was not the idea.
It's very difficult for me to know what your ideas are. It seems like your ideas are to blow things up. So when that happens, my assumption must be you tried to kill me.
Yeah, normally I like to blow things up when I'm not also in the building.
That is usually how he does it.
You seem crazy.
He doesn't blow things up while he's there. More than half the time.
See, I'm being vouched for here.
More than half the time, he is not where he's blowing things up.
I mean, does he
I would
sometimes
vouch for you,
blow
but I
stuff
don't know
up in
you.
like a stupid way?
Okay.
Sure.
Would you like me to take you out of the city, or would you like to stay for this?
Hey, let's keep going. We're all in now.
All right.
So you'd like to help?
Sure.
Yeah.
Pithka doesn't seem down.
If they're helping all.
Kind of feel like going back to my cave, but you guys are gonna go.
I'll make sure it's a safe situation. I don't want you to have to hurt yourselves. I'll let you stay on the back lines. Maybe you can help some stragglers that may get into the city. I'm not going to make you fight the big scary things that are up front. That's for Yenin to take care of. That's for Yenin and his troops to take care of. I'll have you taking care of things in the city, just random odds and ends, unless you'd like to be on the front lines, which I could manage, but.
I've had people try to manipulate me before, and it almost always works. However, this time I just had quite a beating. So you're not gonna psychology your way out of this, Yen, and trying to make us feel like we have to be on the front lines.
What if, just saying, Yenin is using reverse psychology,
How does that even work?
and the front lines are actually safer than what he wants us to deal with
That's
in
what he
the
wants
city?
you to think. This is what's known as double reverse psychology.
Oh my goodness.
Well, Yenin, as I am not with your young associates, I will be working with the other clerics.
Oh, actually, that reminds me of something. If you're interested, that's a very good point. You probably need to get back to your temple.
Why?
You should get back to your temple. You know what? You might want to help him. Let me tend to some other business. If you'd like to help, the walls will need some fortifications. So feel free to join the ramparts if need be. I'm
already off.
Yeah, I'm very sorry. He teleports away.
Well, I guess the one clear direction we have to go is to try and help our new friend, right?
I mean, does he need it?
It sounds like it.
I mean, he went running.
Okay.
RUNNOFT.
Run
Run off.
So as you come to the grounds, and the fire cleric church or temple has expanded drastically over the past few months, or I guess over the past year since Yenin's been in charge, and it is gorgeous. You've got a huge 3-story tall obsidian temple. You've got several buildings on the sides used to house potential new priests and clerics of the flame. You've got training grounds. You see people sparring, as well as a separate building just working as a hospital / infirmary / morgue. Unfortunately, because
/ crematorium.
/ crematorium. Yeah. They are very popular. The thing is, people do not bury their dead as much now that they're following the fire elemental religion. So as you get to the grounds, though, you see that once again the fire element temple is the main focus of the attack on this siege. So you see a giant boulder just come flying into the temple and just wreck, just take off half the temple. And you see giants that have breached the wall of the city and are probably 2 blocks away, just throwing boulders into the temple. Most of the fire clerics are unfortunately on the front lines, doing their best to heal the troops. Fire clerics are much more offensive, though, in nature compared to your average cleric, so they're falling behind. They aren't quite able to keep up with the wounded in the front. If only there were
water
clerics.
I think we all know that some water clerics.
But most of the water clerics have been converted or run out of town. To
the exact opposite of what I wanted.
So that's the situation, and you do see the infirmary / hospital / morgue / crematorium is completely overwhelmed with wounded. So that's the situation. So you've got a bunch of wounded. You have troops that are. It looks like troops that are starting to come into the city, and you have a couple of giants that are just throwing boulders into your temple. So what do you want to do?
Get a drink.
This is the second time your temple's been under attack.
Yes.
I feel like the giants are the main threat right now.
They're the linchpin of this whole thing. We should try and see if we can take them down.
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh, don't you know?
Sure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
and you're all in perfect shape to fight, right?
oh yeah,
Right now, yeah.
I'm
good deal.
fine.
not all that bad.
Yeah.
I can't cure anyone, but whatever.
Is there
So
a
I
place
want-
where I can get a healing potion around here?
As you
Probably pretty high demand right
Yeah.
now.
well, as you run by, there are how many hit points you had?
I have 13 of 19.
13 of 19.
15 of 15.
14 and 22.
11 of 26.
Okay, so actually you are in great shape. So you go running by the grounds of the fire temple, and you actually notice this is surprising, but somehow there's a tree, and this is not something that fire clerics really focus on too much. In fact, there's one water cleric that tends this tree. And the water cleric actually infuses healing magic into the fruit of this tree. They're green apples. And because of how crazy things are right now, the tree has been plucked clean. But there's one apple that you can see that got missed, and it is literally low-hanging fruit. So you can just, like, as you're running by, grab that one apple and then go to deal with these giants.
Alright.
And that apple will function as a healing potion.
Sweet.
Nice. All right.
So you have a healing potion.
So
Who has the apple?
So this is the
You?
proverbial apple
I think you.
that will keep the doctor away.
Yep.
Yep.
So I feel like as we get close, I'm going to use my domino effect to cause part of like a building or something to just collapse on the giant's ankles
Okay.
and, incapacitate him.
Okay, sure.
10.
Nice.
Success. So yeah, you actually roll me 2d10 damage, and take the higher of the two. That literally. So as you're running up and like dodging boulders, because now the giants, as they see you moving towards them, they're now throwing the boulders at you guys. So these giant car-sized boulders are flying towards you, and you're like, dodging them. You're able to get off. You actually use a telekinetic strike to strike a weak point in the building.
7.
5. It's the higher of the two.
Oh, cool.
But still very good. And you strike a weak point in the building, and the building collapses on the giant's leg, just like you said. You hear just a sickening crunch of bone as you break the giant's leg, and it's also stuck in all this rubble, so the giant cannot move. At least not without moving the rubble. So it can probably clear out the rubble itself, but it's going to take some time to do that. So that's giant 1 is stuck, is rooted in place.
I'm gonna spout lore that giants naturally, if they see one of their kin dead, their natural instincts is to try and eat the body. Because as a giant, you need a lot of like nutrition.
Yeah, you need more calories.
Yeah, it's a huge
that
intake.
fight
Giants
going.
are very
So-
caloric.
They're enormous like sources of meat that other giants like instinctually they see another giant die and they go and they eat it.
Okay.
I can't
Like
argue with
halflings.
this.
All right. Here's my spout lore roll.
Yes.
No.
Oh. So I got a 5. That's not true.
Okay. No,
You
that is
really
not true.
think it?
Giants are actually steadfastly against cannibalism, which makes sense because halflings are supportive of cannibalism.
So the opposite.
The opposite is a giant. Yeah, giants are the opposite of halflings.
All right.
So you also see. I'm going to interrupt you real quick. An army of, I guess what you could describe as knights, come marching, actually come stomping down the street towards these giants in the opposite direction. So you guys are running towards them, and at the giants' back from outside the city come these, I guess, knights. They are, they look like physical manifestations of shades. So like they look like soldiers that are trying real hard to look like shades. They have like the flowing black robes and clothing. They have like scythes. They're just skeleton Halloween style face. And also the way they run because of their robes, it looks like they're just kind of gliding as they rush down the street. And they actually start. So half of them, let's see. Oh wow, they're actually not true. So they're actually on hell steeds.
Ooh.
So
Cool.
So there are like skeleton horses that they are riding as they
That's
come
pretty
riding
awesome.
into battle. And they actually avoid the giants. They run past the giants and then they're mounted. They come in formation and create a wall to protect Pithka. So thank you, Kiganis.
Man, Pithka's blessed.
Nice.
Yeah. So Kiganis brings his
Love you, buddy.
Yeah,
I love you, buddy.
Kiganis brings his death army, which are separate from Kiganis the Death God. It's unclear, like Kiganis the Sorcerer King and Kiganis the Death God. That's a whole thing that I haven't really described much, and it doesn't matter. He
Don't
has
think
his
about it too
troops
hard.
protecting Pithka, and also he heals the party for 15 hit points.
Whoa.
So
15
which we
total?
15 total divided up.
Distribute it however we
Yeah.
want. I don't need any, obviously.
Yeah.
I need 6.
Thank you for donating. You have my axe as well for your legion to defend Pithka.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
I'm down 15, so however many is left over that you want to give me.
I mean, how many are you down?
I'm down 8.
8 of 24?
I'm at 14. My max is 22, so I'm all right. So
Do you
So
want
I
to
feel
do
like
5, 5, 5?
I feel like
5 sounds probably good.
you're good,
I'm
right?
dead.
You're
totally good.
I feel like having you at full health is more
Yeah.
valuable than either of us at full health.
Especially Pitka's very safe now.
Yeah.
I
I
would
guess that's true.
I would give a
it,
couple to this guy because he has so few hit points to start with.
Well,
But I'm
he's
but
full.
he can't.
Oh,
He's
you're
at
full?
Because we all
so,
healed
out of
him.
15.
Yeah.
so I feel like putting you up to full is our best.
yeah, that
Okay.
sounds like
It's
sounds like
most strategic.
So how many should I take?
Plus, if I die, like
15.
All of them?
Yep.
I have proven sort of fragile.
I'm finally in the sweet release of death.
What,
I mean,
you?
Where's my downside?
Okay. I'm at full.
Yeah, you're at full. You can
Hot
go.
dog.
You can go. You can run in with reckless abandon, like
Oh,
you,
that's
like
what
you,
I love.
like you wouldn't have anyway. Doesn't really change your tactic, but it just makes it
Just makes
more
it less
safer.
likely that I die, which is good.
Yeah, you've got to
Always good.
Oh. Yeah.
Dying is bad.
It's bad. You
so
know.
thank you.
Dying is easy.
So thank you to the Sorcerer King Kiganis for
Thank
sending
you.
troops
Thank
to defend the free
Yay.
city of Tyr. It is still so unclear why he would want the legendary free city of Tyr to exist, and maybe we'll get into that in season 3, actually. But yeah, that's the situation on the ground. What? Let's see. So you went and you just failed though.
What did I fail? My
Your spout lore.
Yeah, my
well,
spout
then I'm
lore,
not
my
gonna hit
spout
you.
lore.
All right. So who goes next of y'all two? Of all y'all.
I'm going to go ahead and cast. This worked last season, so I'm hoping it works again. I want to cast Darkness on one of the giants at head level.
Okay, go ahead and cast it.
Oh, could you give me that? Thanks. That is a 9.
Okay.
gonna go ahead and
So
lose a
pick
spell.
your.
3.
Oh, you're gonna lose a spell. Okay, that makes sense. Because when are you ever gonna need to cast Darkness more than twice or more than once? Yeah. So which giant are you putting that on? The one that's hobbled or the one that is free and clear?
Free and clear.
Okay. So that one is now blinded.
Yep.
All right. Who's next? Oh, it's only Kelsey. So Tenna Lee.
Okay. I mean, I feel like I kind of want to kill this giant that's pinned on the ground. As horrible as that is.
I mean, it's going to be able to defend itself just fine. Just
Okay.
it just can't like move. It can't like walk around because it has a leg stuck. But I mean, it can still like grab a rock and try to murder you with it. So it's
It's pretty
Rock
easy
murder.
to defeat.
Yeah, I feel good
Rock
about
murder
it.
is like the
That's the worst kind of murder.
That's
Pastime
the
of giants.
Yep.
That's the biblical, old school type of murder.
Hey,
And that's the thing that you don't realize about giants is they are very biblical. Giants are actually very religious. Yeah.
all right.
You talk to a giant, and it can recite all sorts of verses from the Bible.
Yep.
Let's see. Okay.
Who y'all attacking?
Shit.
I'm gonna attack the one that's on the ground.
Okay.
The other one is blind, and I feel like is somehow less of a
Less
threat.
of a threat. I would
Yeah.
agree with that.
So
Even being pinned, I think that one
Well-
is more of a threat because it can see.
yeah, and I'm gonna be aggressive with it.
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive.
All right, that was a 10,
Nice.
Being aggressive worked.
and 4 + 1 piercing.
Okay, 4 + 1 piercing. So you deal full damage to that thing. The piercing kicks through. It has a tough hide, but it's not actually wearing any armor, so it has just a tiny little bit of armor from the fact that it's just real
A giant.
thick. But that's it.
He's thick.
Okay, at that point, let's see. So, Kiganis' troops are primarily, I think, instructed to defend you. So, I'm gonna have them act based on kind of what you're doing, Pithka. But other than that, yeah. So you see the blinded giant like just kind of starts like flailing around. It's like, what's going on? It's too dark. And then the one that's not blinded just literally, as I said, picks up a rock to just crush you with
Okay.
it. Who goes next?
I guess I'll go.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna go ahead and just cast Flame Strike.
Okay,
Been a while.
been a while.
That is a 10.
Okay,
So that's 2d6 in a large area.
a large area. Okay, roll that damage.
That's an 8.
Okay, so 8 damage, 8 damage, 8 damage.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Sorry, forgot.
That's the thing about Flame Strike. It is a large area.
That's okay.
Or
Because
it's
I'm
small-
back
it's
up
a
at
small-
full now.
Yeah.
This is why we did that, guys.
And also, it's he did do 16 damage with that. So.
yeah, that's
Worth
good.
it.
That's way good.
And he can always heal you later with fire.
Right.
Which
sorry.
has been retconned to be the worst thing. The worst thing.
So the first giant, which is pinned and hobbled, is very badly injured. It's in fact the rock that it had in its hand, it drops just from the pain of the flame strike, and it drops down to a knee on its other leg, and is now just like pulling at its own leg, trying to like pull its leg out of the rubble because it's just panicking so much. It's in bad shape.
You know what you have to do.
Finish him.
Knee bash.
Yes, I do.
That's true. It has presented its knee to you. That is correct. All right. So who's next? Any
Are you saying that
Be
it's
Kathy
asking for it?
Bates. Hobble it.
Oh God, I'm not going to use those words.
Is this the
ever.
one I've
should.
already acted in or not?
You can go ahead.
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm gonna try and David and Goliath this guy, and I launch a sling at its head.
Okay.
Because, you know, they're biblical. 4, 5, 6,
7.
7, 8, 9.
Okay. You know what? The one that's blind is it is just wildly just like picking up and like throwing rocks and just whatever. And you have a rock coming like directly at you, so you kind of need to dodge that rock, or take your shot with your sling. But you're gonna get hit with a boulder about the size of a horse.
I'll dodge the rock.
Yep. Yep. Because it's gonna hurt a lot more, I think, than what your sling does.
I can sling in the future.
Yeah.
I'll live to sling another day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Pithka or Tenna.
So I'm going to do a little speed divination and try to read some omens to help Tenna take down the giant.
Okay. That speed divination.
7.
That's a 9.
Okay. So that gives you hold 1.
That's plus 1 forward.
All right. So you got a +1 forward.
All right.
Are you going to murder this giant?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I hope I am going to.
It is very nearly defenseless, just so you know.
Okay. No pressure. 8.
6.
Okay. So as you, how are you attacking it with your shield, your sword, a random thing that you see somewhere?
Okay. I want to run at it and climb like the pile of rocks that his leg is stuck onto, and kind of like climbing, like jumping stairs, like taking stairs 4 at a time, up the rock onto his knee, and then try to shove my sword up into his head to finish him off.
So as you come running in to do that, he gives you just a solid backhand. You're pretty stout, so it doesn't knock you off, but it hurts like a lot because it's a big, giant, meaty fucking backhand from a giant. So you're gonna take its damage. It's gonna be higher of 2d6. And you can add your armor for that.
All right, that's a 3.
All right, and you deal your damage to it.
Which
9.
is 9 plus 1 piercing.
Okay, so you did 8 more damage than I needed from you there. I just wanted to let you roll your d12.
KO.
Yeah, so you do exactly that.
Strangely enough, my initials.
Right up like that. So it's a quick death for the giant. Well, I guess not really, because first
I mean,
he
it went
was,
on for a while.
He was hobbled and then...
It's just good to know that he wasn't in pain. He was in pain.
He was in
a
a
lot of pain.
He was emotionally distressed over the impending death of
That's
himself.
true.
It was horrible.
So that is, that's that. That's our round. So we go back up to the top, and we have one blinded giant remaining. At this point, the giant has figured out that it simply needs to sidestep only a couple of feet to the side. But you did luckily get out of, a full round of danger from this thing from the darkness. And it does step to the side now and is like...
Oh, it's just in a place? It's
well,
not
because
actually
the darkness
attached
is just
to
a
his head?
circle, basically.
Okay.
So
For some
like,
reason I thought it was like attached to his head, so I don't
yeah.
know.
Choose an area you can see. It's sold supernatural darkness and shadow. So
So it's
Yeah,
just the
so
area around.
literally all it needs to do is just move. But it took it a full...
giants are stupid.
Yeah,
I
it
figure
took it a full round.
Last time it went to bed. Okay.
You guys...
Yeah, the first time you cast it, the giant was like, it's time
Like
to
a-
sleep now.
Like a bird.
Like a bird.
You guys, be careful. We have a half giant in our party normally. Let's
Try not
let's
to
be
super
sensitive.
racist.
I'm trying to be too mean to giants.
Hey, I'm a half elf. I respect other half things.
I've already said that PC culture is dead. So
We established that already.
yeah. So yeah, the giant actually just like steps just very slightly to the
Oh
side.
no, he's a smart one.
He's for a giant incredibly smart because it's able to figure
It
out.
only took him one round.
It only took him one round to figure out. Yeah.
This is Bill Nye the Giant Guy.
Bill Nye the Giant Guy. And it actually picks up a club and you're the closest, so it just goes to you and swings at you. Who's going first?
I'm gonna cast Cause Sphere on his club.
Okay, good call.
Nice.
Success.
Yes.
So he is frightened of his club.
Okay, now he can either choose to, flee, panic, beg, or fight the club. Please come.
Okay, so it's he's just going to so he is going to flee from the club. So he just starts like running.
He just like drops it and
No,
starts running?
he just
Or-
starts running.
Oh, with it in
and
his
he sees the club and then like turns around and starts running. And then he sees the club again and starts running. And it takes him like a good 4 turns of realizing like, oh shit, this club is following me. Like, it takes him a second before he realizes the club is following
That it's
him.
following
Yeah,
him.
and then he takes like 3 rights in a row to like be sure to like make sure that it's
Trying to be
following him.
tricky.
And he's like, okay, now I know it's following me. So then he just hucks the club like 3 blocks away, which is what he should have done in the first place. So effectively, he is stunned.
Awesome.
Okay.
And someone's house just got flattened.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They can live with that guilt.
as a club the size of a tree hits their house. Okay, so that was Steven.
Good thing we have renter's insurance.
Oh no, we forgot to renew.
Insurance does seem like a thing you should have in Dark Sun.
Now,
But who
is giant
funds
insurance
that?
like earthquake insurance, or it's like a separate thing you gotta get?
Yeah, you
Pay
have to get
extra.
giant insurance. If you don't have giant insurance, and they don't have active god, because there are no gods in Dark Sun.
They're like,
Active sorcerer.
Active
you-
sorcerer king.
do you have a siege policy? Because siege
If you don't have a siege
damage
policy-
is not covered under your regular policy.
Yeah. The
We
only thing
only
that's like
cover floods.
right. The
Yeah.
standard policy only covers
Wait,
floods.
you cover floods in Dark Sun?
Yes.
Correct.
No, on Athos.
Or
Yeah.
yeah.
On Athos.
Sorry.
And it's like, I don't think I want that insurance. It'd be like, you're gonna regret it when a flood happens.
Right.
Right.
When there's
When
enough
this
water
million-year
to
flood happens.
Okay, so the giant is stunned and not that badly injured though. It's taken the flame strike damage, but that's about it.
It's
So.
also unarmed.
Yeah, it is also unarmed. You know what? Actually, the giant like puts up his hands and he's like, "Please don't make any more scary clubs. I'll stop.
You go home.
I don't have a home.
You go in that direction then.
Okay, that's my home now." He
Bye
goes
bye.
He waves back to you. Bye, friends. Bye,
Stay
friends.
safe.
I like that guy.
I like him Yeah,
He's
I'm like, I feel
not
like
so
we
bad.
all like made a good connection.
Yeah. I hope we meet him again.
I could have hit that guy with a sling.
I could have lit him on fire.
I'm glad I didn't stab him in the skull.
Hey, in this horrible war, at least there's a moment of friendship that shined through.
Can we get the music playing?
So the giant walks off, and actually at this point, the Keegannis's forces, which have been assisting you, and actually, in fact, the better way to use them, I think, is when you do your like divinations or whatever. You're like, I see this happening, and you like actually tell Tenna like, because you're not sure about charging in on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, don't worry, you've got backup coming. And literally, as you tell Tenna that, you just see this thing come, this like, what looks like a bat, but you've never seen a bat before, just come screeching out of the sky and just take a chunk out of this thing's neck right as you stab it with your sword. And then this like weird vampire bat just kind of like assists you or like hangs
style.
out with you. Yeah.
Halloween style.
Halloween
Yep.
style, exactly. This is a good episode for Keegannis, Halloween style.
Yep.
Yeah, so now, oh man, I gotta remember that Keegannis has like vampire bats as part of his compliment.
Giant vampire bats.
Nice.
Giant Halloween style.
Halloween style vampire bats, not regular vampire
that's cute.
bats.
No.
Because they actually have the Halloween style voice, you know.
Don't worry.
I want to serve Keegannis.
I want to serve Keegannis. That's great.
Whoa.
Blah, blah.
I don't drink wine.
So yeah, that's where we'll stop. As Keegannis's army, primarily because you guys aren't, to be honest, like you're still in decent shape hit point wise, but really Keegannis's army pushes back the invading force, and the legendary free city of Tyr is for now safe because of you guys. You actually
free.
Yep, it's still 100% free.
Free.
Yep. And Yenin actually, Yenin makes an appearance to the city in his new form.
Whoa.
He actually shows himself to the civilians and says, because he didn't show up into the battle till just basically when you guys did as well. And he announces he shows up in person and also over the magical loudspeakers of the city. He says, I'm sorry I wasn't able to join for this grand battle right away. I was attacked. Unfortunately, I was near death these past 2 days. It almost killed me. And it disfigured me so that this is probably what I'll look like till the end of my days.
Clever.
But it doesn't matter what I look like. I will make any sacrifice for this city. I would die for this city, even if the odds were completely against me. And then he retreats back to his palace.
We knew he was gonna
He was
fucking
gonna
flee.
run.
He was gonna run like a punk.
And your bomb didn't make him look like that.
Nah.
He's lying.
But he looked like that before the bomb, so his Templars might believe it. His Templars almost certainly believe it.
People probably do.
So does
Yeah.
anybody have enough XP to level?
Well,
What do we get for this adventure? Standard 3 or?
Yeah, let's do a standard 3.
oh, then
Very
yes.
And it's to level is 7 plus your level?
7 plus your level is what you need.
And you just gave us 3, right?
I just gave you 3.
Okay.
Do you have any how about this? Let's see if we have bonds or alignments to resolve. Is anybody 1 or 2 away?
No.
I level.
I made it.
You leveled.
Okay. And you're not 1 or 2 away, are you?
Nope.
Okay, and you're not 1 or 2 away, are you?
I am actually 3 away.
Okay. So I don't think you're going to be able to resolve that much bond-wise. So let's
get
talk
some
for
new
a
bonds?
moment.
Because I only
Yeah, let
have
me give you-
I think a lot of us
Well,
need
let me
new
give you
bonds.
guys new bonds. Let's see. You know what? Let's talk about what so you leveled up, right?
Yes.
And you leveled up. All right. So chat. I'm gonna have you guys pick these bonds. Give me how many bonds do you need? How many bonds do you have right now?
I have 1 bond right now.
So you need 2.
Yeah.
And how many bonds do you have?
Well, I feel like I could resolve. Pithka has been through hardships that would break me. Because he
That
died.
is very true. So how many bonds do you have after resolving that one?
1.
Okay, so you need 2. So I need 4 bonds. How many do you have?
I currently have 3.
Okay, so you're good. You have 3 bonds, right?
I have 0.
You have 0 bonds. My
Well-
goodness.
Okay, do my bonds carry over from my season?
Yes, they do.
Okay, in that case, well, we definitely resolved the Ember one. And
Yep.
I have 0.
Okay, I will get you your bonds after the show because I think I'm going to need to craft yours differently because you're going to be playing with different people in the future because
Yes.
I'm going to mix up the seasons. That being said, so I need 2 for you and 2 for you. So chat, give me 4 numbers between 1 and 30. And in the meantime, you are going to need to pick a talent for your new level. Do you know what talent you want to pick? And if you're not ready to pick one, then Jordan, are you ready to pick one?
See, I'm torn because I want explosive boots, but it would probably be a good idea to get black powder empathy, which is +2 armor whenever damage is caused by an explosive device.
Oh my god, take that one. Why is there a question?
A lot, right?
Why wasn't that the first one you took?
I'm dying for these boots, but I gotta go with black powder empathy. Like I've just
Boots will still be there.
I'm just almost dead every time.
I've been here 1 session and almost blew up twice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
do.
My armor will be 1 in parentheses 3.
Great.
I do want to say, I feel like I should at least get an XP
For dying?
for dying
For
and
the awesome death roll.
for the awesome death roll.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll
That
give
is
you
totally
an
It
worth
doesn't level me up, but like,
I think
Yeah,
it's worth.
no, you
should
definitely
have
get an
it.
XP for that because that was a tremendous moment.
Oh yeah. Pretty
So
awesome.
I think I'm gonna take overreach, which is when using aggressive tactics. When I roll a 10 plus on a hack and slash, I may choose to do a +1 d8 damage, but I open myself up to attack.
Nice. More damage for you and your foe.
Cool.
All right.
Very cool.
Thank you for the numbers, chat. So that 21 and 12, 13, 21, 27, going in order. 21 and 27. Okay. Let's go with the first one. Okay, Jordan. Gideon. Oh, this is interesting. Blank is familiar with sickness that infects the land. It must be purged.
Gross.
Jordan, do you remember?
I'm gonna go with Pithka because Pithka has now realized that it's his fate to kill the Sorcerer King, which I consider a
That's
sickness,
the sickness.
that infects the land.
Of course, that's what you consider the
Down with the
sickness.
sickness.
Down
I'm
with the
gonna say
sickness.
not even just Yenin. I mean, Sorcerer Kings are
Right,
a
in
sickness
general.
Yeah.
of the land.
Of course.
Jordan, do you
They're a
remember if
virus.
last game we resolved Gideon is unnerving but effective?
Yes.
I think we
Yes,
did.
I
you
think we
did.
did, didn't we? Okay, so I actually need 3 bonds because I had 0.
Okay. Blank. So this is for you, Tenna.
Okay.
Blank saw me kill someone important. And that could be important in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be something we just did. Like
Yeah. Okay.
sometime in the past.
Back to Gideon. Wow, have I given this one out before? This one seems insane. Gideon, Blank and I shared a mystical vision after drinking the blood of the demon world together.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa! Whoa!
Wow.
So you've drank the blood of the demon world with some other person.
Wow.
Well, I can't. As much as I feel like of the main party members, me and Osvald have the biggest history together. I can't see him drinking the blood of the demon
I cannot see him.
world.
No, I cannot
Can't
see him doing
that.
that. He thinks just magic in general is bad. The idea of drinking demon blood? No.
This has to have already happened, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with. At some point, Tenna and I had some weird demon blood
I
drinking
don't know.
thing.
We
You
got
know,
drunk one night and it
these are-
sounded like a good idea.
These are some pretty nuts ones.
That's crazy.
I'm also going to go with Gideon saw me kill someone important.
Okay.
You killed the
see.
killed the guy to get the demon blood.
Well,
Yeah.
we've resolved those 2 bonds. There you
2
go.
more, please.
Okay. I think I've given this one before. Tell me if this is correct. If anyone can save my soul, it is blank.
I don't think I've had that one. no.
Okay, cool.
I have that one.
You have that one currently.
But
That's fine. We can give it to Tenna.
Do both.
I mean, the thing is, I do feel like, I think that's one you can interpret a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
exactly.
All right, say it one more
And
time.
plus, I had chat pick a number. I want to stick to that if I can. Sorry. If anyone can save my soul,
Okay.
it is blank. And then I'll
And-
pick the last one.
For the record, I chose Gideon, so I'm going to encourage you to also choose Gideon.
And I have to save
Gideon needs to
everyone's
save
souls.
everyone's soul. Yeah, but not the cleric. Definitely don't
Not
give
the
it to
cleric.
It's Oswald.
All right.
Can't even save my
Have you got
own
that one, Tenna?
Yep.
All right. So your last one is, where is it? I just found it. Oh, helping blank achieve their goals may help me answer questions I have.
Okay.
Bless you.
What questions does Tenna have that are unanswered, guys?
I don't know. I can pretty much answer any question, though.
Well, yeah, answering a question is very easy.
Yeah.
The correct answer is a little harder.
Usually what I have.
Today's vision of yours was a failure, by the way.
I think we
It seemed like it.
Yeah,
I think we figured that part out.
I wasn't sure.
Okay, so sorry. Helping so-and-so achieve their goals could what?
Could help. Oh boy.
That was a little long.
That yeah,
Help
it is
me
long. Answer questions I have.
Okay.
Yeah. So thanks for tuning in to Dark Sun today, guys. This is what happens when you level up. You get new bonds, you get new talents. At every other level, this is the way we run it. Every other level, you get to add a +1 to one of your ability scores. So that's cool. I don't.
Pretty cool. Yep.
I don't do the every level thing. We did that in season 1, where every level you could upgrade your abilities by 1. It got out of hand
And then everybody's just
very
a god.
quickly. Yeah,
Yes.
everybody became
Yes.
very powerful very
We
quickly.
did.
But that's okay because, it's nice to have you come in and guest. And the thing is, like, you can still, like, you failed rolls today.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know, but it's just as a whole, when you have,
I'm
when
still
everybody
a
at the
failure as
party
a
has
human
that
being,
amount of power,
so like nothing changed.
I'm right there with you, buddy.
Exactly.
I know what it's like to be trash.
As does the chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they're garbage people.
They are. They're garbage people, and we love them for tuning in and
Yes.
being garbage people. So thank you for tuning in, garbage people. Really appreciate it. Make sure you check out Wes's Kickstarter at Realms, or on Kickstarter, Realms of Rothan. At Platemail Games, I think is his Twitter. Follow him on Twitter. Please donate to the Kickstarter. It's really worthwhile. There's a lot of cool music. It's called music, right? Or background soundtrack, whatever. There's noises that you get for donating to the Kickstarter. So like, nice game music that you can have. He's a sound engineer, I think is what he does. He does sound for a living. He's like a sound guy. He has a computer. Anyway, he's a professional. So this is good stuff that you're getting along with a cool campaign setting, which we will be playing again on Monday. We played last Monday, we'll play again this Monday, so you get to see how the campaign setting works in action. I ran last week, this week will be Tom Lommel running on Monday, so please tune in and watch that. And we'll have a kind of a different conglomeration of people in that game. So if normally you're like, man, I would love to see this person play with this person, tune in and you'll get to see those worlds collide. So thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. Really appreciate it. Make sure you check all the Saving Throw shows. Follow us on social media. I'm going to throw it to Kelsey.
Hey guys, follow me on Twitter at Kelsey Kelsum, and also I was wearing some lovely bling today, if you may have noticed. Check out Instagram at So Much Sparkle, because my friend sells this jewelry and it's super adorbs. And that's pretty much all I have.
All right. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at StephenJPope22. And follow my blog, www.skipaturn.com, where I try to review a new board game every week.
Nice.
Yay. I like board games.
Okay, check me out at Jordan Pidgeon Jordan Pidgeon on Twitter. And you can also check out my work. Check out the podcast I'm part of called This American Lie. It's on iTunes and other podcast hosting places. It's really great. We've got a new episode coming out very soon.
Nice.
You can also check out stuff that I do with my production group, Senior Ditch Day, youtube.com/Senior Ditch Day, stuff there. And if you are in the LA area, check out the second Saturday of the month, the Money Pit at the Nerdist School stage. And that's the thing I'm in.
You can follow me on Twitter at Notably Scott. I don't tweet very often, so you're probably going to be pretty bored, but I'd appreciate it. And I'm also on the Money Pit, so second Saturday of the month if you're in LA, or you can check us out on the Nerdist School YouTube.
Are there any shows currently on television that you would want people to watch?
Oh, and I work as an assistant production coordinator on Pitch, if you like Fox TV shows about baseball.
I love baseball. It is my favorite sport, and I realize that puts me in an extreme minority in this country because people are like not fans of baseball now for some weird fucking reason.
It used to be big.
I love
It
the
was
sport.
all American.
It was.
It is.
Well, and
It was.
listen, I just want America to be made great again,
Oh.
and I think part of that is getting back to our roots with baseball.
Obviously.
But seriously, guys, for the love of God, register to vote and don't vote for Donald Trump. Oh, good Lord,
Anyone
I'm so
on the fucking planet but
terrified. I'm not one of those people that tells you need to vote for one person in particular. Just don't vote for Donald Trump. Just go to the polls and vote.
Vote for your dog.
Sit in.
At least if he doesn't win.
The thing is, when you get into the voting booth, your conscience will tell you what the right choice is, and it's not Donald Trump. So just please, for the love of God, don't do that. That's my pitch. Also, my pitch is to, if you play Blizzard games, add me on BattleTag. It's Shawn Graham pound 1426. So add me. We can play World of Warcraft or Overwatch or Heroes of the Storm, or StarCraft, or good lord, what am I doing with my life?
Nerd!
But yeah, you can also follow me on Twitter at Mrs. Shawn Graham. Lately I've been playing an awful lot of World of Warcraft, so if you play World of Warcraft, we can run some 5-man dungeons together and wreck some shit.
Nice.
I'm a tank. But I can do DPS as well. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. Stick around because we have Phoenix Dawn Command coming up. It is literally my favorite new game. Like, it's so incredibly so much fun. Kelsey and I played it in a home game recently.
We did.
So,
It is very fun.
and Jordan was
Also
there
me.
too.
I was like,
and
I-
Steven was there too. I was like,
Scott wasn't there. 'cause
I
Scott
wasn't
has a
there
job.
because I'm a loser.
yeah, Scott's a loser with a job. But cool job. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. Watch Phoenix Dawn Command, and see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Use your fingies. Use your fingies.
Now hey-yo, you rascals, with your bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both beat high. Hey, the master of concealment,